Yo, feel like the kid ain't been live in a minute, man. Let's see. Get everything up and around now. Mhm. Yeah, we here. We here. Let me see. Yo, man, we here with the Wednesday topic, man. Get these guys tuned in. Get everybody tapped in here. I'm gonna give them a little minute to come in, y'all. Yo. So, man, today it's a serious topic to me, man, because lately it's been a lot of it's been a lot of accidents, you know, caused by 18 wheeler drivers. Now, a lot of these drivers have been, foreign drivers or whatever. Now, this guy that just had his accident in Chattanooga, I don't know. I don't know if he's foreign or American or what. I looked into it. I mean, introverted said that he was a foreigner. But I'm not quite sure. You know, but I want him to tap in. I try to look it up and see was that guy a foreigner or not. But I didn't see anything on it. I try to check it. I didn't see where it was saying if he was a foreigner or not. But hopefully introverted taps in and let me know what he knows about him being a foreigner, because I don't know nothing about that. But I know it's been a lot of accidents, man, that been causing like injuries to several people and unaliving several people. So I just want to get the guy thoughts on these incidents, man. So that's what the topic is about today. But y'all know how it go. It gets crazy. Sometimes they go deep, they dive deep. Sometimes, they get off topic. Sometimes they dive deep on the topic, sometimes they get off topic. You know how it go. They get crazy. But anybody on him wanna come up, you know what I'm saying?
Hey yo,
What going on, Black?
what's happening, bro? I was just looking at the topic. What you talking about? What's the
Man,
deal?
we talking about your thoughts on all these semi fatalities.
Semi fatality.
Yeah, all these semi fatalities that been going on, man. Like, you heard about the recent one?
Nah, I ain't heard about him besides
You,
the one where Buddy was speaking on English. Besides that guy there.
I'm talking about the one that happened in Chattanooga
Nah,
on
what
Mother's Day.
happened, bro? No, I ain't heard about that. What happened?
Man,
Fill me in.
dude went through that, man, and unalived some folks, man, in the 18 wheeler. Uh, Introverted said that he was a foreigner, but I don't know if he a foreigner or is he American.
So I'm saying he did it. What he say he went through what? Like what happened? What he did? Crash through a building or
He was
what?
on nah, he was on 75. He was on 75 and 24. He was coming out of Chattanooga, headed to Georgia state line.
Mm.
Yeah,
And then what happened? What he did?
shit. He wrecked. He wrecked into some people, unalived them.
Damn. Then on Mother's Day too, that might have been a foreigner.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me see something.
Let me see. Yeah, cause I ain't
Let
man.
me see.
It might have been a foreigner, cause that's Mother's Day. He probably ain't. You know what I mean? Especially with knowing he working on Mother's Day or whatever, whatnot. Cause
Dude
I think
said that he
we.
was a foreigner, but they not gonna show that in the report. They don't show. They don't show.
Nationality.
Yeah, they don't show ignorance.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they don't show. They don't show. They don't show that in. in the accident reports and stuff. So that's how I'm trying to figure out how he know he a foreigner because I can't. Boy, I got you in the background, boy.
Oh, you hear me in the background?
Yeah, sound like some wind or something.
Hold on, man. That's just down. Let me push my headphones in. What about now?
Nah, I don't hear nothing now.
Alright, alright. I had to put my
Three,
headphones out.
three
Bro,
people, three people was unalived in that incident. But I'm still trying to figure out how do he know that he's a foreigner. Yeah, I heard it. I heard it again, Black. Black.
yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Okay.
Bro, hey, yeah. So, I mean, listen, man. Like at the end of the day, this is a problem that these people created by not being. They should have been policing this. They should have been on point about this from the beginning. Don't
Yeah.
wait now and use it as a political tool. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to
So
dangle
so
it.
so 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 you think it's being used as a political tool?
Yeah, bro. Because listen, they had
So
already been.
hold up before you go into detail. So you telling me this what I'm saying right here. Now, you know these accidents have been consistently lately. So like how can you say that somebody trying to use that as a political tool when this stuff is happening, more often like now? So why is it not the right time to correct this?
Hold on. Now you done asked a few questions. Now look, check this out. No, check
You
this
said
out. Listen
you
to me.
said it was political.
Look. Nah, we gonna get into it, bro. Check this out though, right? This
Yeah.
is this been happening. I remember some years ago
To this
when
magnitude.
yes, bro, they just not highlighting it. Hold on, I'm about to get into something. I remember years ago, bro, when I first got into trucking, uh, when I was doing my own thing, and I remember it was a little hoopla about you know, just about the Spanish drivers or whatever, whatnot in Texas. It was always a little hoopla about them, about the language situation and them getting into accidents too. Cause I used to be going over in that Texas area, and I remember you just used to be like a little talk about it. You know what I mean? So it's these things been happening. But what I'm saying is this: they accept people from other countries. They had to have all they had to do was have they could basically already have a CDL, already have some type of foreign CDL that they accepted over here, right?
Yeah.
So they should have had more. They should have had a better vetting system. They should first of all they should never even done that. They should have made it to where look, it don't matter what CDL you got. When you come over here, you got to redo everything. You can't cut no corner just because you've been driving trucks in whatever other country. Just because you've been driving trucks over there, you can't come over here and have a corner to cut. You got to start from the
Right.
bottom up. Because
Right.
guess what? If I go to China, I don't have none of that. I have to start from the bottom up.
Right.
I don't have no CDL, F, and all this other stuff that these. So, you know, why even implement that? Why even, that's what I be trying to tell y'all when y'all be like, oh, no, black, you doing too much. Like, nah, bro, you got to go to the root of the problem. That's the problem. Like, I don't,
So hold up,
I'm
hold
not
up,
saying, all right, go
hold
ahead.
up. So what you saying is the people that come over here from other countries, they already have their CDL before they come. What you saying?
They had they were able to get some type of CDL or some. They were able to be classified with some type of CDL. I forgot the name of it. We was talking about it before, but some type of different type of CDL that deemed them okay. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, so you saying they didn't have to
that's why
take
they.
no American CDL test when
Nah,
they
I'm
got
not
deported?
saying that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think they still had to do that, but you know, it's just we got to look at this. How are you able to work? Because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they didn't because how are you able to be in a truck on American soil moving American loads and you don't speak English? So it
Right.
has to have been some corners cut.
It
You see what I'm
had to
saying?
been. It had to been black. You talking about something now, boy?
That's
It
what I'm
had to
saying.
been.
So it's
Yeah.
like, how does it
Yeah.
even get that far? You see what I'm saying? And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I can understand if it was just Florida, because we already know they cut they still cut corners right now as we speak now, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And I but if it's in freaking Texas and Alabama and Mississippi and in the southeast and in the Midwest, like man, hold up, what?
Right.
How is this happening? How did it even get that far? I can understand just in the Florida area. You understand? Like I told you, I grew up in this, but I get it because I understand that South Florida is Miami. This the only place they could kind of wiggle like that. So I get it because they cut corners. But if I'm seeing it in Georgia in the middle of Atlanta, if I'm seeing it on Wood Street in Jackson, Mississippi, if I'm seeing it in Houston, Texas, what? How I get this far? Like, come
Right.
on, bro. This is a problem that they created by not policing it.
Right.
Now, if it was,
Right.
so like I say, that's why I don't. That's why I don't like. I'm glad it's
So
because at the end of the
so
day,
so
I'm
so
glad. Like I
look.
said, I'm glad it's happening. I'm glad it's
Uh,
happening.
you glad that they now policing it?
Hell no, I'm glad that it's a problem, and now that they trying to fix it and all that, and they ain't gonna be able to fix it. It's a problem. They ain't gonna be able to fix this problem because they
Oh you
created the problem.
you don't think they gonna be able to fix the problem?
Nah, man, it's too far gone because, like I was telling y'all a few lives ago, they already have infrastructure already. Once these people have, like I say, I'm from the home of where they at. I know how they play. Once they start having their own infrastructure, once they got their own buildings, own offices, own, you understand? Like I told you before, own dispatch, own. Well, it's a wrap. You ain't gonna be able to stop everything. You can stop a percentage, but you're not gonna be able to stop 100% of it.
Yeah, yeah,
You feel me? They
yeah.
they 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 lit. They lit right now. It's over.
Yeah.
They already lit. What y'all finna do? Go ahead.
He
Y'all
talking about
you
they lit.
hey listen, man, look, y'all can get these little stragglers. Y'all can get these few stragglers. Y'all can have them. I got a whole building. I'm working directly with the bank. The bank financing me. I'm dealing directly with Breakline and all them. I don't care what y'all talking about now. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm already making money. I already done made M's already. I already done made a quarter million. I already made hundreds of thousands. I'm already in. I got good credit. I, I'm in the door already.
yeah,
Okay, y'all man. Okay, you gotta make. Okay, you gotta learn English. All right, cool. All right, I'll fall back. I got the money to chill now.
yeah,
We'll figure it out.
yeah,
Come on, bro. You got American drivers working for them.
yeah.
Come
I
on, bro.
feel you. I feel you, Black. I
Like
feel you.
you know, that's all I be saying. That money talk, dog. These people, they already done made money already. They already done made millions already. They in the game.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand what they trying to do. They just trying to slow it down. They know they can't stop it. You know what I mean? They just trying to slow it down. You know what I mean? So it don't because politics or the government got to deal with the look. The government can't let it get out of hand. They got to try. You know what I mean? Even if they create a problem, they can't let it be too crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
they trying to
yeah,
police it
yeah,
now, and Trump doing this thing to try to get him to
yeah,
put down on it. But you'll see, like,
yeah,
soon as he out of office, if there's a situation like that, and I ain't trying to be long-winded, but other people to get back, and then they'll, act like it
They
ain't,
ain't gonna
they'll
they
just
ain't gonna
stop
count no more.
bringing attention to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They ain't gonna.
they
Yeah,
won't be bringing it up no
yeah,
more. They'll be talking about something else, you
yeah,
know, and we'll be right back to square one. You know what I mean? So
yeah, Yeah,
I don't know, bro. What you think, bro? What you think, bro? Cause I could go
man.
on and on.
Yeah, the thing with me is you right. I mean, like what when you said like when they come into the country, like what are they being required? Like what are they required to do? How is they legally able to drive a truck in the United States? You know what I'm saying? Like is they coming over here with CDLs from their country already? Like you know, I mean
Exactly.
that's a good question right there. I mean, I ain't never heard nobody even touch base on that. Like, are they getting their CDLs over here in the United States? If so,
This what I'm saying.
if so, who is giving these people their CDLs? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Cause we can't do that. We can't go to these other countries and do that. We can't go there and just set up shop.
Bro,
They got
that's
all
right.
type of stipulations. That's
That's
like, and
right.
we got the money to do it too.
That's
We
right.
got the money. Me and you could go
That's
over there
right.
right now in Belize right now and spend our money and set up a whole trucker company, all that right now, and
Yeah.
have enough money, and we could do it for way over here. We could basically do it over the phone right now because we have these American dollars. That's
Hey, what up with
our money.
y'all?
What's up? What's up?
What's
What's
up,
up?
man?
What's up with it? What's up with it, bro?
What up with y'all, boy? Man,
Man, what's happening, man?
man, chilling, boy. Laying in the bed now, so.
Well, you sound like it, boy.
On me. I
You
just
gotta
got
go
to
on.
this.
Damn, you seen what the topic was, bro?
Oh, hold on. Thoughts on all this.
Let bro know the topic, man. We talking about uh a foreign guy. It was another fatal accident.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, on Mother's Day, bro.
Yeah, I seen that. That messed up, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That messed up.
We chopping up by the night. Like what I'm saying is this. Like, this what I'm just saying. Like, this a problem that we created, or that government, whatever they don't create it by
Right.
not. They should have been putting down on this from the beginning because they could come over here with some type of CDL and still work. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
So,
ain't right. That ain't right
yeah,
because
bro.
all they
But
do is
me
just.
and y'all can't do that. Me and y'all can't go over there to Australia. They finna be talking about, nah, y'all got to go to school. You got to go get a whole driver license, all that.
And what going on, they over there in them other countries ain't doing CDL tests like us. They might be giving it to them just to do it. Because they say
See,
you can
come
drive.
on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's what I be saying too. So I be trying not to
Yeah,
get too crazy, but that's what I be saying because we way over here. We don't know what's going on over there,
right.
bro.
And then all they do is come to the US and go to the Highway Patrol and get a United States address to change their license over.
Bro, look, come
young.
on, bro.
So that's what you saying really going on, young. They got
Hold on,
they
don't nobody know what's really going on. That was the thought and opinion.
yeah.
Did what I'm saying. That's what I be saying too. Like you don't like and see me being from where I'm from down there in Miami. I be trying to tell y'all boys they be doing it be a lot of stuff going on. It be a lot of corners cut because they got people in the office. If my people's own listen, because I went to one of these trucker schools.
Yeah.
If my people's own a trucking school, what you mean? We getting through. What y'all talking about? I ain't gotta. It ain't, bro. If DOT not in the room, DOT gotta be up here on deck, looking at us the whole 8 hours when we up open from 7 to 5. Boy, they not here every day. You
Eyes
can't
over.
tell me nothing. Yeah,
Eyes over. You in
yeah.
there.
This DOT don't got time to be looking at everything. All they can do is okay, they sent the paperwork in, it checked out. All right, that's what it is. I don't got
Right.
time to be trying to figure out. Okay, well, damn, let me call them. I'm DOT. I don't got time for that. I got too much going on. I got trucks coming through the weigh station. I can't zero in on this one little trucker company way over here in the cut in Fort Lauderdale. I can't do it unless somebody gonna snitch them out.
and
And
take the time to figure out everything. Like what you gonna get
you
out of it?
know, trucking, people ain't doing that. Especially us, we not finna be doing that. We not finna be calling nobody and we just finna be like, man, that's them. That's how it is.
That's all we gonna say. That's them.
That's them. We not finna do
Cause
none
don't
of that
nobody want
stuff.
to put in that real time.
Yeah, but young, like I say, some of this. I'm gonna just say this. I ain't finna say who fault. I'm gonna just say this, right?
Mm.
We not gonna call nobody. We not gonna say, okay, well, damn, let me call Florida DOT and ask them like, yo, what's going on, man? Cause Hector and them, they already got their license, and they told me I ain't even got to do this and that. They just gave me my life. Ain't nobody doing that. You finna take the
Right.
lick. You
Yep.
finna take it. Oh, y'all say I can just get my license and that's it, and I'm good. Oh, I'm out. Let me get that too in. I'm out of here. So it's like that's what I'm saying.
Somebody finna play the game.
And in my opinion, it shouldn't be on us. You understand? Because
Right.
I'm just a citizen trying to make it. Shit, I mean, excuse me, what you want me? I'm trying to make it. I got bills. I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm a regular American citizen trying to make it. I'm already going through what I'm going through. So if it's a
Right.
corner to be cut, if it's corners being cut, you understand? I'm finna cut with them.
Right.
So it's like, bro, that's I don't want to put too much of my business, but it's just that's what's going on out here, man. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
what you want a regular citizen to do? What you want me to do? I can't do
Man,
nothing.
listen. I understand. I understand what's going on, man. Like, you ain't gotta say too much, man. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. People been finding loopholes in stuff for years, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like shit. So
Only thing you can worry about ain't nobody go fix nothing. The only thing you can worry about in this day of time is you and yourself and what you got going. Ain't nothing we go better fix. It's too late. Ain't nothing to go get. Too late.
It's too late.
Too late.
Did you just say it was too late?
It's too many over here. It's over with. Ain't nobody gonna
Man,
stop
listen, let me
now.
tell you something. Boy, the stuff I done seen out here on the road, I ain't gonna never say it's too late. I ain't
yeah,
gonna never
hold
say
on.
it's too late. Uh,
I'm talking about with getting rid of all them on that don't speak English.
Bruh, listen. It's easy to pull somebody over and see if they speak English or not, young. That's
But it don't
easy.
matter if it don't matter if they get one or two off a day. They already gonna bring maybe 10 more.
You said what?
What that loud noise is?
That black. That black.
Oh, oh, what
What
black
you was
doing?
saying? I don't know what black doing. I hope he's straight though.
Yeah, you ain't hear that?
I heard it. I hope he's
Nah,
straight.
man, that my headphone. Hold on, I was trying to chill. I had ran past the way station, man, by mistake. Hey, hold on.
Nah, black folk when they go past the way station, they get quiet.
So listen, this what I'm saying. So
Hey, listen.
if them
Hey,
folk go
yeah.
past them, but listen. If them folk go past that way station, y'all, if them folk go past that way station, y'all, and they
Yeah.
look at them and they say, "Hey, let's get them over here. Let's see do they speak English." If they pull everybody through that way station and see if they speak English, it's over with. What you talking about? It's too late.
Man, listen, man.
Listen,
Hey, yo.
That's a lot of
Hey,
plane
look.
tickets to get sent
man,
That's
back
what I'm
listen.
though.
Hey,
trying to
y'all.
tell you, bro.
Hold up,
But
black,
hey,
young,
hey, look, no,
young.
hold on. Let
That's
me
that's
say
too
this here.
many
Listen, let
tickets
me
they
say
got to
this.
pay.
Go
Listen,
ahead, black.
Jill. Listen, Jill, you my dog. I mess with you. Boy, bro, they a million deep. Boy, I used
Yeah.
to, hey, they a million deep.
But hold on
Hey,
though, black.
hold on. And you better not do too much too, cause I'm a million deep. You better, and you better talk to me nice. And you better talk to me nice, cause I got money. I'm a million deep. I got paper. Don't play me. Talk to me nice now. Talk to me nice.
But black,
Shit.
but black.
Oh, that was
They what
funny.
I'm saying though, black, right here. So you telling me that they ain't got no Charleston whites out here in trucking. So you telling me you got certain truck drivers out here that really got hate in their heart and hate in their blood. You telling me
That boy said
they won't
blood.
report them folk. They won't report them folk.
Listen,
Okay, it's
listen,
just
listen,
like
listen,
ISIS.
listen. In our community, it ain't a lot. It ain't a lot. It's probably out of 10 of us, it might only be like two. You know, it ain't. We just don't really do that like that. You know what I'm saying? That why you think Charleston White so lit? Because it ain't really that many brothers that I know. We all ran across some of them like that, but it just
Right,
don't be a lot, bro. We listen. We all from a certain lifestyle. Y'all know it only be like maybe one or two people really like that, doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really just do that like that, bro. We don't be messing with nobody like that, bro. We don't be in these people business like that, bro. People be doing all type of stuff. We don't even be saying nothing. We be needing to say something. We don't even be saying nothing.
Cause the
Knowing that
first thing
something
you gonna
wrong.
say, I ain't gonna worry about it.
Yeah, come on. Cause that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be like, man, y'all don't worry about that shit, man. Let's just get back to here what we were doing. That's
Yep,
all we do.
yep,
I ain't gonna lie, but you know, I can say, oh, it messed us up. No, I
but
don't know.
that's
I'm just
us though.
saying that's
That's
how we
us though.
is. It's not
That's
a lot of
us though.
people. It is. That's why I say I'm not trying to point the finger unless you want to turn it into that, but I ain't trying to do that. I just know in
yep.
our community, that's just something that ain't really. We just don't do that like that. So there, you know,
I don't want Nate.
the foreign people, bro, they mess with us, bro. Regardless whether they talk crap about us or
Facts.
not, they might talk a little crap or whatever, whatnot. But for the most part, you understand, you know, because we don't be messing with them. We don't get involved in their politics like that. We just like, man, that's on them. If they don't speak
Yep,
on English and all that, we'll fuck around. I mean, we'll mess around and help. We'll be like, okay, Poppy, don't worry about that. We gonna get out the truck and go point at it for Poppy. Poppy, I'm talking about this right here. Can you move this? Yes or no,
Right,
man? I'm not
yep,
gonna be trying to sign language with you. Now, other folks, they'll get on they. You already know. And I ain't trying to turn this into that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to turn this into that. We just talking about this right now. I'm not trying to separate us. But I'm just saying, other people's they'll get on them. We ain't gonna get on them. That's how it is. That's how we is.
yep,
We ain't finna get on them. It be stuff we be needing to do down there, bro. I be trying to tell y'all, we don't even be doing it, bro. Be letting
right,
them rock because we relate to the struggle. That's how we is, bro. We
yep,
always relate to somebody's struggle. Like right now, y'all, anything I tell y'all on the struggle tip, y'all will relate to me.
right,
Might even
yep,
might even throw me a little bag and all, like, damn, black boy, here go $1, man. We just like that, bro. While other people, they gonna be just like Dream Chaser, like, man, I ain't got nothing. And even
right,
Dream Chaser will still give, Dream will still give something out. If you his family, he gonna give
yep,
something out. That's how we is. Some other folk, and y'all got some friends and they other folk. Y'all know they standing on straight business. They
yep,
ain't doing nothing. And they feel like, man, you a waste of space and all type of stuff. They get crazy with it. You
yep,
understand?
right,
So we'll, like that's why I be saying that's not our fight, bro. This a problem that government, whatever, y'all done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get conspiracy, but this something that y'all done created. I'm not saying it. Whatever it's there, y'all gotta fix it, man. They running over people, stuff happening now. That's on y'all. It's unfortunate because our families is out here. You understand? That's why I be trying to tell my I ain't gonna get too far to that, but I be trying to tell my family I barely be coming outside. I live in Florida. I don't be riding nowhere like that, bro.
right,
I don't be going nowhere like that because I already know how it is. You understand? I try to come out late night because most of our foreign people they gonna be in the crib at night. They ain't gonna be out because they can't mix how we mix at night because of the language. So I come out late night. All that daytime and all that, man. Oh no, I can't play with them. I be riding by, bro. They be in the ditch. I be like, how you in the ditch? We on the highway. How is you in the ditch way over there where the trees are? How you get over there? It ain't raining, it ain't nothing. How you over there? That's on, bro. That's bro. Listen.
Oh,
So they gotta,
what
this is a
what Maurice?
situation. They not gonna be able to. Well,
Look, Black. What Maurice just said. So do they get them just
yeah,
straight in the door?
yeah, yeah. He right. They come over here with the work visa. They come over
So
here
they
with the work visa.
so
Now
they
I'm gonna
just
tell
get
y'all
them.
something. See, America, it's easy to be nationalized over here. They don't charge that much. That's why it's so much over here. But now let's say, how y'all be talking about I'm gonna go to Africa and all that. Even in Africa, bro, you if you're an American citizen, you're gonna get charged double. You're gonna get in. You gotta have a certain amount of money in the bank.
They ain't
They
going to Africa anyway. They going straight to Enterprise
All
almost.
right, but look, young, but check me out though. For you to go to them other countries, you gotta have a certain amount of money in the bank. You can't come over there broke.
I ain't going to no other country.
I
I'm
know you
staying
not
right here
going.
in
I
Marie.
know you ain't going. I can hear you. I know you ain't going. I can't say that I don't know, but you say you ain't going. Okay, cool.
I
But
ain't
this
going
what
to
I'm saying.
other
You boy,
country.
well, boy, you don't know. You might be in Thailand. Listen though. Listen though, bro. Look, check this out though. You got to have a certain amount of money in the bank
Oh yeah.
just to be. Now they could come over here broke because of the wet foot, dry foot act.
The
They could be
what?
broke.
Oh, the
They
wet
don't even
foot,
gotta have
dry
no money.
foot act.
Yeah, they ain't gotta have no money. They
That's
could be
how they be
broke.
getting them stoves.
Come on, bro. And look, when you get the visa, like what the brother is talking about, what Maurice talking about,
The wet
them
foot,
visas,
dry foot
the
act.
visa credit, my nigga. I mean, the visa is credit. Excuse me, the visa is credit. You got credit on top. Well, our kids, we got to try to build our kids' credit up, make them a authorized user, all that to try to. They come over here with guaranteed credit already. Once they get their visa, they already in the game. They already on point already. Already on point. So it's like, you know, we can't. How you gonna compete with that? Especially as being brothers and sisters. We already got our stuff going on already. We can't. We ain't gonna be able to compete with that. We already got our own stuff going on.
Right.
You understand? I don't be trying to turn it into that though. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be turning other people off that be listening. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about that. It's just about people at the end of the day. But I'm just saying, us as a people, anybody here, white, black, whatever, an American citizen, when you go to another country, you got to have double the money. You got to have a certain amount of money in the bank, and so on and so on. When they come over here, they can be broke. They don't got to have nothing.
And they gonna
So,
power up.
and they going to power up easy.
Black, how
Me.
much the
On
foreigner
me.
people charge us to go over there? Didn't you say double?
Yeah, double. But what I'm saying is, you got to have a certain amount of money in the bank too, if you want to be a permanent resident. You
There.
got to have some of them. You
Yeah.
got to have 15,000. Some of them need. It depends on how poor the country is. Now, if you go like to the Caribbean, you might just got to have 5,000 or something like that. But if you do
Just show.
Thailand, the Asian countries, got to
And
have 15,000
and
stuff like that.
and what was the wet foot, dry foot act?
You are an American citizen, bro. So you premium. So you already, you gotta have some money. Look,
Nah, I said, what is the wet foot, dry foot act?
the wet foot, dry foot act is if they flee their country, right?
Yeah,
If they flee their country, you know what I mean? Because their countries are dictatorships.
right.
If they flee that country and
And
they
come
make
over
it
here.
to American soil, if they make it all the way to American soil, they're not supposed to make it. But if they do make it, then they have the right. If they make it here, they got a right to become a citizen. They got a
Which they
right to go to class, you know,
and,
and
and
they can get
without
all the
and
government
no
assistance and
down
stuff like
payment
that.
on stores, buildings, all that.
Nah. I ain't going
Yes,
that.
sir.
Well, we could get into that, but I'm just saying in the beginning,
I'm trying to
they
see
get they get to,
on my
they get to
thing,
go to the
really.
shelters. They put them in the shelter. They get the Section 8. They get all it. They get
No,
all the
that's
government benefits.
that's why they
Where
come here
where
to
now
try to
look,
marry somebody
me and
that's a
you,
U.S. citizen.
we got. They don't even got to
All
marry
right,
nobody no more. They
appreciate
just
it.
got to make it to the place.
We'll figure
But
it out.
check
Dang.
this out, right?
Yep, yeah.
Check this out. Check this out. Well, me and you, We got cousins and aunties and all that live in the hood area.
Alright,
Right.
Still ain't get their assistance right.
alright,
They
alright.
they still trying to
Exactly.
get their stuff right. Still
Right.
waiting on the letters.
And they can come over here and make it, and they get pushed straight through.
They get pushed straight through, bro. And I'm talking about, listen, not just Spanish people. I ain't gonna lie, look, Haitian people too, Jamaican people too, pretty much anybody that make it over here like that from out of the country. They get
Right.
all the assistance first. Like I said, I'm from Miami. I done been in the Social Security buildings down there, and I already see how they play. You know what I mean? Because I come from a family that, had to do that and all that.
Right.
So, you know, they get pushed through. And to be honest with you, they peoples, when you go to the Social Security building, this me as a jit. When my mama used to be up there, bruh, young, they
Yeah.
behind the door. We talking to them. We
What?
don't talking to them. Yes, bro, you talking to a Spanish person. I swear to
Dang.
God, bro, I'm 12 years old. This when I'm 40 years old now. This was
Right.
like two decades ago. I'm not lying, dog. I'm not lying, bro. That's why I be speaking like this. I'm not lying. That's why I be trying to tell y'all like where y'all at. Y'all gotta be careful, bro. Cause I'm telling you, you gonna blink and it's gonna look just like that up there where you at. I promise you. Keep thinking, oh, it ain't gonna happen. No,
No, I
alright.
see it. They get
You know,
everything.
it ain't no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Cause I understand people gotta get out how they live.
Right.
I ain't no hater. But damn, like, you feel me? Like, God, like, come on now.
Right.
You gotta, like, come on, bro. You supposed to be able to, bust the spread down with us too. How y'all got everything? Like, what's up? Y'all got
Man,
everything? Come
man,
on, bro.
one thing they ain't finna do is do that there, black. They ain't finna listen. They only care about them, bro.
You feel me? And it's like, I don't know, like, eventually us as people, I ain't trying to, I know, cause so we own this type of time, but some people might listen to it and get a little turned off. And
Yeah.
it's not disrespectful, man. Please don't listen to this. When you see a few brothers up here saying this, don't be that way. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, cause it's only right. It's only right. We the
Yeah,
only ones that don't work together, don't do nothing together. You know what I'm saying? We the
that's
only
all. And
ones
I
that
try to
don't do it.
promote that up here. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah.
I get plenty of help. I
That's
got
fine.
two brothers
That's
on here
fine.
that we up here with this live right now done help me out and help me, you know what I'm saying, giving me some powerful information that's gonna change my life. And the other brother, the reason why I'm over here not making two bands and all that every week, running
Yeah.
in and out of Florida, not even going or you know what I'm saying, home on Friday and all that, comfortably making my money.
Love that
You feel what I'm
love. Yeah.
saying?
I'm just
So
happy you comfortable, bro. I ain't gonna
nah,
lie.
yeah, I be good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
I don't do, what everybody else do, but I be good what I be making. Cause like I don't work too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be cool. I be back to the crib
But you
on
content with what you
Friday.
doing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
I
what I'm
be good.
saying?
But listen, that's why I try to say that stuff about, where we at with it as a people. I don't be wanting to turn nobody off. I just be wanting to kind of put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm not playing a victim because a lot of people try to say that we playing victim and nah, we grown men. I got kids.
That's
I
right.
can't play victim.
That's
Believe me, I
right.
got kids. I have to.
Now one of us can.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't
Yeah.
matter. I got people I'm responsible for, so it don't matter whether they do anything about these people or not. I still got a black, still got to take care of his family regardless. But
Right.
yeah, that's all. It's like damn, where we at in all this? Like y'all, so it's
Come on.
the American people, man. We gotta. I feel like we gotta start sticking together, man. We gotta stop tripping about certain stuff, bro. You know what I mean? We gotta stop doing that, bro. As especially like men, we gotta stop dealing with each other on a man level and stop tripping about stuff. Stop, and people know what I'm
Right.
talking about. I ain't talking to you message that's going out. We gotta stop tripping, man. Stop bull driving about stuff that ain't important, man. We gotta start being men. start looking at each other as men
Right.
and start moving like that, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Start looking at women as women. Stop being with all this worrying about somebody's color and thinking that just because of color of somebody's skin, you could do a little bit more
Right.
or you could do a little bit less. We
Right.
gotta get away from that
Right.
and start
That,
dealing on
that
another level, man.
yeah, gotta get away from that mentality, man.
You feel me? Trump not even on that type of time. Trump not even on that. He ain't even doing that. So
No.
we definitely gotta. I'm just saying, like Trump, not even the president is not even on that. He not even on that plan about color and all that. Like, so we gotta stop doing that, bro. We gotta
Right.
stop doing that, man. We gotta start dealing with each other on a man level because these big businesses, they never was playing like that. They always was about money first. That's why they dealt with these foreigners. It created a lane so they could come over here easily because they need the cheap labor. You understand what I'm saying? They done
Yeah,
boxed us
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah,
They done
yeah. Like,
boxed us out.
listen,
We
listen,
around here
listen, listen.
tripping.
The number one thing is they don't want to pay nobody. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay nobody, bro. Especially what they worth and what the job worth. They want to
Come on,
underpay.
man. Come on, man. And now look, they working on all this, all these robots, all this autonomous stuff. You know what I'm saying?
To try to X you out. To try to
Come
X you
on,
out.
bro. They
Yeah,
played us. That's why I be saying we gotta stop tripping about dumb stuff. We done been
that's right.
played. We done been played. We gotta
And
stop
listen,
doing
and
that, bro.
listen. Gonna get played worse.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I had to tell my kids about certain stuff and do certain stuff and try to drive them to do different stuff because that's just like what Gerald said, we gonna end up getting played worse because we still bickering about stuff that don't this stuff don't add up to no money. How is we bickering about stuff? Bruh, the money is in manpower, bro, not man, I ain't man, I don't want them over here. Bro, that's broke mentality. There's no money in that. That's why we getting ran over.
Right,
Like we tripping, bro. Like I'm telling you, in all colors. I'm talking to the American citizens. Stop thinking you good because you stop thinking like that. I'm telling you, you not good. They finna run you over too. You not
right,
good. You not finna be able to go hide in a bunker and that's not gonna work, bro. You're not finna be able to. Oh, I got my farm and I'm way in the cut. That's not gonna work.
right,
I'm telling
right,
you, they gonna X you out too.
right, Black.
All right. Go ahead. Just like what Jail say, y'all gonna stay stuck on stupid. Y'all gonna stay, you know what I'm saying? Stay worrying about dumb stuff, looking at me, just worrying about stuff that don't add up to no money. Go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why just what Young say, all I could do is be an individual. I cannot because y'all, everybody, we don't want to come together. We don't want to
And,
deal with each
and,
other
and,
on
and
a
see
man
that's
level.
what's going on, Black. Like we all divided. You know what I'm saying? We all individuals instead of being together. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. So the foreigners have taken over, and
Let me
it,
tell you one thing about them. You say that they taking over, but let
No.
me tell you one thing about them. They are together. They came over here together.
right,
See what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Nah,
All
I
these
give them that.
all
I
these
give them
people
that.
are together. And guess what? When you
Nah, you
see
right.
them, it might be about five, six of them in one truck. They are together.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna keep it 100, dog. Like my Haitian partners, you know what I'm saying, that I grew up with. I'm not gonna lie, they do work together, bro. No
On
matter
me.
what, listen, no matter what like I say, I work with them. I don't grew up with them, so and they line me up a little plays stuff like that. I work with them. They work together. You understand?
Right.
It be a few little arguments, stuff like that, but for the most part, they'll get back to business. You understand what I'm saying? And
Right.
and they have an incentive to work together because they got that nationality and that language that bring them together. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They got that stuff like that. But nah, I ain't gonna lie. cause that white thing they have their own areas. Like in Little Haiti, bro, they got
Yeah,
they wiggling, bro. They doing their thing. I got a Haitian partner, bro. They own a whole plaza, bro. Not leasing, not none of that. No, 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 no. Own the plaza, the
yeah,
whole plaza. That's theirs. Another partner of mine. I used to get well, I used to listen. Anyway, another partner of mine, African partner of mine, right? He got a whole gas station. The whole gas station, bro. This man owned a whole gas station. Been owning the gas station for years. You know, everybody go over there, be hanging out. Black dude own it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
you know, but they work together. You right, they do work together. You understand? But see, even with them too, you know, they have what they got their narrative of how they feel about us. So that's what be because like I say, I don't did business with them, so I know how they is. You know, so they got their narrative on how they feel about us. So it's only so much they gonna do with us. You understand what I'm saying? It's only so much. Like I know what I'm dealing with. Like I say, these my Haitian partners. I grew up with them, my childhood friends. But even I know they know my grandma, they know my mama, and everybody. But even I know that certain things they not finna include me in, bro. They not.
Right,
Certain stuff they just not gonna include me in. So they have and that stuff we gotta understand too. As Americans, we gotta be understanding that. Certain things that see that's what's gonna separate you from the foreigners. Certain stuff they not gonna be including you in. They only gonna be including their
and
folks in.
you know
They
what they
only
ain't
gonna
finna include.
include themselves, bro.
Listen, you know what they do. You know what they ain't gonna include you in. They ain't gonna include you in that money. That's what you ain't gonna be included in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah and no. You ain't finna
But
get, you know what
but
I'm saying?
but
Yeah and no.
but I don't want to be included in shit they do. What I want to be included and take a cheap freight with them. I'm
No,
I'm
no,
trying
no,
Right?
no.
I'm trying to see what the hell I want to be included. What do they got that I want?
Nah. So what we were saying was we kind of got sidetracked off the topic a little bit or whatever. And we just started talking, and we were just talking about how them people stick together. They came over here together,
Oh no, that's a
and we
fact. That's a fact.
yeah yeah, and we was just saying they ain't finna include you in that. You know what I'm
Hell
saying? Like,
no, they gonna
yeah,
include their people.
that's right. And he was talking about how we as a people we ain't including each other and shit. Like we ain't we don't
Or
do nothing.
nah, no, nah. What I was saying was because I ain't gonna lie, we it ain't highlighted, but we do too. We're just not highlighted. Well, what I was saying was this: is that it's gonna be a line draw. I'm trying to use my partners as an example. People that I grew up with, some of my best friends, they Haitian, but certain things, I'm they not gonna let me all the way in. You see what I'm saying? On certain things. They're
Hell
not gonna
no,
let me all the way in on certain things. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna hang around me, stand around me. But even I know that. You know what I'm saying? Even I know that. And that's what I'm saying. It just foreigners all across the United States, they got a line where they draw. So that's what's always gonna keep that's what's gonna keep it kind of separate. So that's what I'm saying. Us as Americans, and I'm talking about white and black, that's what we gotta understand and we gotta stop. And that's what Dream just came in. What we had segued in was how we gotta stop bickering over stuff that ain't. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about us, but I'm just saying, just period. Like
People
all
as a
people,
whole. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, and even some other people, like they gotta stop tripping about somebody color and all that because that don't add up to no money. This is why you
that's right.
you gotta stop thinking that
Everybody
oh
just gotta mind their own.
because right because oh just because my color my skin I'm good I'm like no you not good they running over you too
That's right.
and I be telling guys out here I be telling certain people like, yeah, I be telling them like, bro, don't think you still a chicken in the chicken coop. You think you a premium chicken, but you still
Yeah,
being thrown on the plate, bro.
on me.
You
Like
still
y'all
you
not
still
getting
you
it.
still a
Them
gas saver chicken.
you feel me? They using y'all too. Y'all think something sweet. You ain't nothing sweet.
The
Cause
whole
guess
nine
what?
yard.
They already they got all this autonomy. See, cause big business not worried about race. You understand? To a
They
certain
ain't.
extent. Big
They
business
ain't.
is not to a certain. They worry about that money. They worrying about
That's right.
liquidity, money.
That's what
You
that
understand what
matter.
I'm
That's
saying?
what matter at
About
the end of the
liquidity.
day.
Come on, bro. So guess what? Cheap labor and stuff like that that benefits them.
That's
Foreigners coming
right.
from another country. That's why it's easier for them to become nationalized because it benefits them. They don't got to be dealing with my black self or this white person here. They don't got to be dealing with them wanting $25, $27 an hour. Man, forget them. I'm tired of them. They want too
That's
much.
right. That's right.
Let
And
me
That's
then
get.
right.
and
Let me
then
get.
and then them foreigners, man, them motherfuckers turn shit into sugar, man. Like they done already been in places where, you know what I'm saying, they probably just happy that they ain't gotta walk around in dirt all motherfucking day.
Right.
Right.
They can go in
Right.
places that got air and shit. You know what kind of drive that is? What kind of
Right.
hustle
Exactly.
that is? You done
Right.
been in a certain environment all your life and you come over here, you like, oh, this sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, they tripping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Right,
bro.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh
Oh,
me. Oh me.
Nah, bro, that's a
Oh my
fact. That's a
mama,
fact,
boy.
bro. I swear. You and
Them boys
just like
going
what
too
Cuz
hard.
said, we can't that type of motivation, that type of drive, you can't mess with it, bro. Bro, I don't grew up
Yeah,
around,
because
bro.
they can
Listen, I
drive
grew up around
they can
people.
drive in the mountain.
Listen, I'm talking about, bro. You ever seen somebody get bit by a roach, bro? I'm talking about roach bites, bro. And they living in this right across the street. They good though. They good. You understand what I'm saying? And listen, I'm talking about they out here that you can't not mess with that drive like what Cuz is saying. That type of drive, you can't like they'll get out here, they'll do anything. Just like Cuz say, they'll turn shit into you understand into treasure because they gonna get out here, man. I'm finna get out. I'm finna go work at Wendy's until I power up. They gonna go work at Wendy's till they power up. Then
And
go
listen, listen. Them folks can literally be living in their truck, they can have a little building where they running a little building. They can be living in their
man,
building.
anywhere they do business at, they living there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
Any
they
motherfucker
not
well,
they not caring about the cost of living or nothing over here.
yeah, nah.
You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly,
They ain't worried about that. That's why they taking that money like that.
exactly.
They just
When you go
taking
to
it.
the when you go to the like, listen, the Arab store, right? That was in my neighborhood. It was a two-story store, and Poppy lived upstairs, bro. Just like what Dream talking about. He lived upstairs. Him, his wife, his son, they all lived upstairs. In the store right now. Listen, the whole neighborhood go to the store. It's only two stores in the neighborhood. They own both of the stores, boy. They own in both the stores, two-story.
But you know what's crazy though? I do be feeling bad. Like I be like, especially, you know, it's crazy because where you see them at is in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You see them, you don't like if you go to the if you go to the part wherever you stay at, the part where you know what I'm saying is different house, and different type of money over there, and you stop at one of them stores, you ain't gonna see them, man. You ain't gonna see them. You ain't gonna see them. Them hotels they got, they ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
they come from poverty, so they go back to poverty. You see what I'm saying? That's
Right.
the only thing they know. And they know, and then on top of that, it's crazy because it's a it's something wrong with us, man, as black people, man. Because at the end of the day, you can see this. Like you can see this building. It been in your hood. It been abandoned in your hood 10, 20 years. It used to be a store when your mama was a child. And everybody done passed that building up. Everybody in the hood, this and that. But then get mad at the A-Rab. He come and refurbish the spot and make it that same store your mama was shopping at
Nah,
as a
you
child.
right. Listen, I'm 40 years old. We've been going to that store. My grandma is, bless her heart. She's 90 some years old. I've been going to that store consciously. I can remember since about 10 years old. Like this man done probably put his kids through. Like they don't even live in that store no more. Cause I done been upstairs. The upstairs part like some type of storage. He ain't live there no more. They done powered up. He don't live there no more. Like I told you, they own both of the stores. They done came up. And to be honest with you, I think they own all the stores in that little neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I think because it's four
But
stores over there.
but
I
what's
think they own
crazy
all of
though?
them.
What's crazy though? Just say me. I'm just gonna keep it a book. Just say me. If I was to say I'm gonna buy that store right there, man, when nobody come shop with me, man.
Bro, man, and
They'll go all the way across town,
and it's like I don't even want to comment
Man,
on it.
look,
I
look,
don't even want to
Drake,
comment on that.
look, Black. Dream is 100% right. You know why? If he buy that store, they gonna say, man, I ain't gonna go over there and shop with that N word. I ain't gonna make that N word rich.
Nah, you know what it be? All right, all
Nah,
right, all right,
you
all
know
right.
what they gonna say. I ain't going in that store. He too high,
That's what I was finna say. That's what
and
I
then
was finna
and
say. Cause
then go
Dream
to
probably
down
ain't
the
gonna
road and
Dream
it's
honey
the same
buns.
price.
Yeah, cause Dream might not be. I don't. His honey. Okay, Dream. Okay, okay. Now, we all from a certain area. We talking about the hood now. Dream got the stove, but Dream honey buns not 35 cents. Dream honey buns 59 cents. I got to go to the other store where it's 35 cents. I got to.
okay, okay. That's cool. You can go there, but think about you spending
That's that's just out
gas
of
and all
habit
that
though.
for 20. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing better. This is a true statement. Listen, I had a restaurant right across the street from the project. I'm talking about directly across the street from the project. It was a restaurant, and then I had like the stove set up too in the front, this and that. I'm talking about a couple, 5 steps you in the project. I'm talking about, man, do you know I used to see people come back from the stove with McDonald bags and shit like that? I be like, God damn. And I know my prices wasn't that high. Not it wasn't that high, man. Food was good, but I saw it with my own eyes, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And it was just
I
certain
know.
people that it was just certain people that I seen on a regular basis. Now I ain't lying. A lot of people shot with me. I made a lot of money. I made a lot of money over walking distance. Boom, right there. I ain't saying that, but it was some people that I sit there and watch them, bro. The the project's just live all the time. I sit there and watch them, man. Go to go to McDonald's, Burger King, this and that, and it ain't no long distance, but it's a good little distance to get to these places. I'm right here in your face, man. And then I'm
Right.
selling. I ain't selling no frozen patties or nothing. This straight ground beef, this and that. I know it's better for you, cause you don't know what you don't know. French fry at McDonald's can last 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Right.
you don't really you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I
But
seen
see,
it, bro.
they looking for something to say 4 for 4 or 5 for 5.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
not
yeah. They
no
want to
20
do it.
pounds of ribs for 49.92. If you have some 5 for 5 or something that catch eye, you know what I mean? A package deal. but it can be the same price.
But
You know,
but then what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying though. Okay, that might be true, but if 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 Black got a product he's selling, I know I might could get it. Just say $5 cheaper here, but he right here in my face. He right here in my face. I gotta go across town. The math just ain't mathing, bro. When you talk about gas, we do trucking. We think about diesel and everything we do. When you go over there and spend that money, come back to the crib, you still done lost.
Listen, I'm listen. Cause my
but
background, y'all,
most
nah,
time in
Dre
the
right,
hood
bro.
though.
And I listen. I be trying to and okay. I used to be in Broward County, like over there off Broward Boulevard. You know, so I used to be over there, up under the tree. You know what I'm saying? Just dealing with with the guys over there. And it's a brother, right? That was an Arab dude that got a store right across the street from where everybody been hanging out at. And it was a brother. That's why with Dream telling me, it just remind me of these people. It's a black couple too, and they had a stove. And Tony, man, just check me out, bro. It's like, cause you could tell they was like just trying to get themselves together because they had all the shells in the stuff. You feel what I'm saying? To put the sodas in there, they just didn't have a lot of inventory. So
Right, right.
but it was like a little. The walk was a little farther. Like it wasn't. I ain't talking about far like that. I'm talking about, yeah, the A-Rab store right across the street, like what you talking about from the project. But Buddy store, you might have to just go through a little neighborhood, cut a corner, then he right there. But he there though, bruh. I ain't gonna like this in Broward County. I'm not from Broward County, I'm from Dade County. I just was hanging out over there. And I used to see them boys do the same thing, bro. Like they'll straight to the A-Rab store. They'll never go to these people's store, bro. I would go, but I had a car. I'd ride over there, go to their store. Only thing is, I ain't gonna lie. The problem was with them was, like I'm telling you, they didn't have a lot of inventory. I'm only one person. I ain't buying nothing but just, I was buying blacks, a little
But
cake, little soda, or whatever. My money ain't gonna really, but they
but
didn't really
see,
have
but
everything
see,
what you needed.
you
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 know what I'm
gotta
saying?
see
That's the only thing.
you gotta see why they going to the Arab store. Cause when you go to the Arab store and get some, you already gonna be $2 short, and you already knowing it. As soon as you go in there and get something that's $2 more than what you got, you was like, dang, I ain't got $2. What the Arab gonna say?
Oh yeah, he gonna credit
Oh,
you
you
out.
good?
He gonna credit you
You
out. He gonna
good,
credit
buddy?
you out.
You
He gonna
good,
credit
buddy?
But
you
then
out.
what? The,
Hey,
but then
let
what
me
I'm
say this
saying
one
too.
thing before Tony go off. They ain't used, bro. I've been out here. I've been outside. They used to be tight though. Them Arab, they used to be way more tight. They don't start getting a little looser, but they used to be tight. They ain't used to give out no credit, no nothing. They needed their tank. That's how they used to be.
Yeah, that's the build up. That's the build up. And then, but see, this is what I'm saying. Everybody know when you first start, it ain't nothing. It's everything tight. You focus on trying to get your bag back that you done spent this and that. So everything tight. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you had a stove, right? If you had a stove and you worked there for 6 months, right? You worked there. It's your stove. Everybody knew it's your stove and you just end up telling everything the same too. You just end up telling people you sold it to the Arabs, but you end up just hiring Arabs in there to work. That store gonna make more money.
Right. Hey yo. Hey listen. Hey, it's messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up, but it's true, man. It's true. I wish you wouldn't have said that out loud on the internet, but it's true, man. It's true, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's true. It's messed up, but it's true. You got some brothers that got businesses, and that's what they do. Some brothers, some people, some black folks that do stuff together, they got businesses, but that's what they do. They might have somebody of another ethnicity at the forefront, and I understand it. I understand it because it's it is about making money at the end of the day. I'm a profit guy too. I want profit. So it is about making money at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up, but that's true. I probably wouldn't have said it out loud right here on the net, but that's true though.
And then you think about how many plays, like you think about, all right, take Shaq for instance. Shaq own a lot of stuff that's already created. You see what I'm saying? As far as like restaurants that's already, he just own franchises and shit like that. Because when you look at a Hardee's or something, and that, you know, that's Hardee's. You automatically, you ain't thinking that this nigga got, you know what I'm saying, ownership into it, and you moving like that. Man, listen, man. Even if you go to, even if whatever you think
I
about
get it.
getting in, whatever you get think about getting into, like, first of all, it just can't be in your hometown, man. It's like what people know you.
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah. Unless it's something that they familiar with. But you're right. That's why you see Ross what Ross did. He got with a business partner that Jay Z that Jay Z that why y'all think Ross so rich like that? Cause see what Ross did with his money when he Jay Z turned him on to that dude that had all the wing stops. And Ross lined himself up and got him about 25 of them. Cause at the end of the day,
yeah,
boy, this wing
yeah,
stop.
yeah,
I
yeah.
long as I'm making 200-300 a week, I'm cool. That's all I need.
Now,
I, I'm
now, if it turned into, if it was like Ross wings, it probably wouldn't be doing the same numbers for sure.
nah, nah,
I ain't fucking with that
nah,
nigga. That nigga already got money.
nah,
You
nah.
see what I'm
And
saying?
see, in Miami, he got the checkers. He owned that checkers off 183rd. He got the checkers. He got the McDonald's. Ross ain't Ross. He ain't Ross like us. He just like a version of us with a bunch of money. He ain't about the. He not finna play around because he know he won't profit. So he not finna play around like that. And that's another thing too, man. Is that when brothers and sisters get a bunch of money, people be expecting them to do certain things, and sometimes when you're dealing with a lot of money like that, this is the thing. When you're a person with a lot of money like that, you have to put that money into things that generate money. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't take too many risky chances with a bulk of that money like that. You gotta put your money in in some for sure assets. You know what I mean, and things like that. So that's the problem. Because I know brothers be like, okay, well, why they don't do this, why they don't do that. Sometimes when you got a lot of those millions like that, even hundreds of thousands, you can't really do too. It's not smart to spread your dollars out like that. You know what I mean? Just to okay, let me get them a house, let me do, because you putting a lot of money into things that you not now you got to continue paying for these things. You see what I'm saying? I'm not
Man,
putting money into things that's gonna pay me. I'm buying
man,
all y'all a house, and I'm the one that got to pay the taxes on the house.
man, it's crazy. Me and my partner was just talking about this. Like, do you really want a lot of money? Like for real, for real. I'm talking about like a do. I don't. I mean, do you really want a lot of money though? You know what I'm saying? Because you know what comes with that is a lot. Like for real, like if you
For real.
whatever amount you could think of that you say, okay, this is what I want. But like you gotta put it in your perspective, like, damn, do you really want that? Because now everybody's problems become your problem.
It's gonna be your problems. Yes, sir.
You
That's a
don't
fact.
really know because 9 times out of 10, money don't change the person who got it. It changes the people around. You know what I'm saying? So now people feel like you obligated this and that, man. Man, listen, man. It's just a hassle.
Bro, listen, and it's gonna be that way. Like I said, I deal with this stuff in my own family. I got a few people in my family that make, and that's how it is. It keep the family divided. You understand what I'm saying? And us as being brothers from the neighborhood, that's how it work out there too. If you the person making a lot of money, if what you got going on making a lot of money, and if you making a lot of money in the neighborhood, everybody gonna know. It ain't really, you can't hide it, and you can't, you understand what I'm saying? People just gonna know. So
Oh
even with
yeah, oh
that,
yeah.
it comes like I told y'all. I used to give out $50 a day. I'm talking about this just dollars, nephew. I'm talking about just to them. I ain't even talking about to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to do stuff a certain way. I had to do stuff a certain way to make sure, everybody, I ain't even leaving with the whole spread. You understand what I'm saying? They don't even know. I'm shorting myself a little bit. Not where I can't still get right, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to keep everything smooth because you dealing with a lot of people. You understand? You're
So
dealing with a lot
so
of people.
so look, Black. We gotta ask Dream about the topic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause he came in, and you had went somewhere else with it. So, what's your thoughts, Dream, on all these semi fatalities?
Man, you already know. When you look at them semi fatalities, what do all of them got in common?
It's a
Me
lot of
no,
them got one thing in common, but see, this is what
me
I'm
no
not sure
speaking
about.
English.
Yeah, but this is what I'm not sure about. What was the one that just happened in Knoxville? I mean, was that Chattanooga?
That was
That was
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. What was that one? What was that one?
Me no speaking English.
You sure? I mean, I know introverted said the same thing, but I tried to look it up in like news articles and stuff, and they didn't say.
Me no speaking English, man. That's what it was. Listen, all that me no speaking English is over. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, all that's coming to an end, man. And then they finding out. On top of that, they finding out these people got they doing work overseas and they with these ghost addresses, man. Listen, when I first
Yeah,
started my business, I was gonna fuck around and get some business credit or whatever the case may be. So I really
yeah,
wanted to establish it right.
yeah,
Okay, so do you know you can pay monthly? I was doing it for a while. You can pay monthly to where your mail go to this. Like I had an office. It was almost like I had an office downtown Houston. My mail
yeah,
and
Right,
stuff. That was my
right,
yeah.
mail.
yeah,
That was my mail address. And what
I
they'll
remember
do,
that.
yeah,
I
they'll just
remember
send
that.
it to me.
I remember you were telling me
right,
about it when you
right. Cause
first
that's
jumped it out.
yeah. Cause I do that now.
Yeah,
You get a
Listen.
business address.
So what they finding out? Me no speaking English. Them they done caught wave on it. So now they all the way in Russia somewhere, and they doing business right here in the state. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Yep,
yeah.
yep, yep,
That's crazy
yep,
work, man.
yep. Washing their money up because they got tank, they
Man,
got bread. You gotta remember,
man.
like it's people over there in their country that's doing stuff. You know what I mean? Doing dirt. You know what I'm saying? Got illegal money, and it's easy. I can wash my. You know how easy it is to wash your money over here in America, to where we can't even do that. Let's say we was on that. Not saying we definitely don't do that because we're truck drivers. But if that was the case, we can't go wash our money in Japan, set up some businesses over there. You know what I mean? We can't do none of that.
And
But they can do that over here.
see now they cracking down on that. The ghost addresses. You know what I'm saying? They cracking down on that now. I didn't even know, but the whole time I forgot what business, what company I dealt with at the time. I ain't gonna say, but but that's illegal, right? I ain't even know that was illegal. To where you setting up a ghost office like that, man, that's illegal, man.
I ain't know that was illegal now. I don't know now.
That's illegal, man.
Because
That's
shit, I mean, you could. Well, I mean, I don't. I mean, it's an address.
yeah, but you ain't doing business out of that address.
I mean, but see, well, look, cause I do it. I mean, I do it. So, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say this, right? I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just put this out there. Maybe maybe you should have your business established. If a person, I'm just putting this out here because we on the internet. I'm gonna just throw some of this out here. Maybe if you could have your business established in that area where you get your flume address from, if you could put it together like that, that make a line you up better. I'm not saying what's right or what's wrong. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, just
I'm
so it
finna
just
tell
go in
you
the
this.
metaverse.
I'm finna tell you this. I run my business from my crib. I got an office at my crib to run my business. So that's my business address.
Right, right, right,
See that
right.
was see, and the only reason I had stopped paying them folks, I ain't know it was illegal till like
Listen.
last year.
I'm finna tell you how it's illegal, cuz. Because let's just say them folks come up and say, well, we gonna go over here to dream chasing transport. We finna go to this address and we finna go, buy his business. And then they get over there and it's nothing. It's nothing.
Ain't no signs up,
Ain't nothing. Ain't
ain't no
nothing.
door, ain't
Ain't
no
nothing.
door.
Ain't
Listen,
nothing.
ain't nothing.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. No, look, check this out. Boy, you go there. You go there. It's a fed ass bill. It's a fed ass bill. It's a fed ass shit. Hey, listen. My business in there. That's my business address. Y'all can send me some mail. Send me some
Flag
mail.
still
Send
going.
me some mail. No, listen. Send me some mail right now. I bet it go over there. They gonna send me a picture, and I'm gonna look at the mail. What's up?
Yo, they gonna send you a picture and they gonna say, man, you
Yeah,
you you got the option to say, mail that to me, uh, throw
yeah.
that shit
What you
away.
mean? Come on, Dream. Nah, Dream. That's A1. Nah, that's A1, man.
Listen, but then what I'm
Nah, we
saying,
ain't doing that.
when they come and ask, I think that shit was called snap mail. I don't know, but when they come and ask, when the IRS come want to do a check, goddamn it, and they knock on the door and
Listen,
ask for
listen.
black transportation. And,
Hey,
and guess what?
listen.
And guess
Hey,
what?
listen.
In Florida, guess what they gonna say? Guess what they gonna say in Florida? Same thing they gonna say in Texas. Me no speaking English. When the motherfucker come over
Hey,
there and ask,
listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Well, look here. I don't look. I what I did. I'm gonna
Pull
just
that
tell you this.
line mode
I
nation.
okay. And line mode. I'm where you at with it, line mode. And this is what I say, right? Establish your wherever you finna have your
Shit. People only
virtual
use
address
virtual
at.
addresses because they
Wherever
don't
you
want
gonna
their
have it at.
addresses all over the internet. Yeah, that's
Listen.
true. That's true. That's why they use it. But what if them people go and try to find that business address that you supposed to have right
I'm
there? Then
saying,
that's the
listen,
question.
it's cool. Just establish your business. You gotta make sure you find a way. We're not doing this on here.
listen,
Establish a
I'm
business.
I'm telling you right now, black,
Establish a
they
business in the
cracking
same
down
area.
right now. Listen, they cracking
Look,
down so bad on that right now because of the Russians. Everybody out the country been doing it, man. These
but see,
motherfuckers got
that's that that
own
see that
authority.
that
See,
that,
that
that what
what
I don't
fucked up
like,
the
bro.
game.
Yeah,
That what
that would
fucked
be
up the
messing up the
game.
game, but yeah, that one I don't like about that.
So
That
so
that that's the
because
flaw stuff to me. That's
How
what's
you
flaw
too?
to me. That's what I don't like. And see, Dream, before you got on here, this what we was talking about. Like us as people, right? Us as brothers, right? We don't do that to nobody else. Like we don't whatever we got going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like it don't be affecting everybody else. When they put down on us, it don't affect everybody else. It just affect us. Every time they put down on somebody else, it always affect. Well, you feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Because I'm
All right,
doing
now.
business.
Yes,
The
sir.
business, and just hear me out. The business is not me. The business is not black. We talking about two different entities. It don't matter what I got going on. If I choose to leverage my personal credit for that business, that's my choice. I sign the paper. It doesn't mean me and the business is like me. My business. I'm an employee. I don't own this.
Yeah,
I'm
but
a driver.
if you put your social security number as a business loan or anything dealing with your business, then you're attached to that.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
If you use your EIN number, now you ain't attached to that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's all
saying?
I'm
It
using.
it, it,
That's
it,
all
it
I'm
it
using.
depends. It depends. It depends though. It depends if you a sole proprietor.
Mm-mm,
Now
cuz.
listen, I'm
No, it
using the
don't.
EIN. I'm standing on business on this EIN, and I'm using that all the way out. If I can't get it with that, then I just don't get it. That's why
Man,
that's
listen,
why I be.
listen, listen. So I'm finna tell y'all this here. So your EIN, right? You can use that, get business credit, get whatever, business loan, whatever. It won't affect your personal shit. But I'm finna tell you something. If you don't pay that loan, or you mess up that loan or anything like that, that's when it affects your personal credit.
Yeah,
If you
if
no
you
no no
leverage
no
your
no.
okay.
If you fuck around, just say you got an application. Just say I'm going to Black Bank and I want $100,000 loan for my business. If them motherfuckers, while I'm filling that out, if at any moment they add me for my social security number, my personal, then I'm obligated. But if they don't never and they stick with straight EIN, that's straight business.
Yeah, that's straight business. Now,
That's straight
if they
business.
want some, they want if they want some collateral, because sometimes, because I've done it. Sometimes when you using your personal credit, you just using that as collateral. But if you got a business like Dream situation, right? If you already got a couple of trucks, you don't Dream don't Tony don't gotta use it. He don't what you mean? I got this Dream
Yeah,
Center
yeah.
transportation.
Like he can legitimately
I'm finna
he
take out
can
a
run a
$50,000
corporation.
loan.
He can
I'm
run a
finna take out a
corporation.
I could take a $50,000, $25,000 loan. I got collateral, I got assets.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't need no personal
He don't
guarantee
need it
from me.
personal. Yeah, yeah. Dream
Yeah.
don't need it
Now
personal.
me, I will need a personal guarantee, but even I could still. But listen to me, I'm finna give y'all some game. You could still crash that out. You understand what I'm saying? You could still crash that out because they got something called
Man, this dude
bankruptcy.
crazy, man.
You don't
Yeah,
even need
yeah,
bankruptcy.
yeah. You can
Listen,
file bankrupt.
you can file bankruptcy or you can let them sell the debt. I don't care if the debt 30,000, 50,000. If they don't pursue legal action and they just sell the debt, you got them. Let them sell it. It don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what you own them. Yeah, I put up my personal guarantee. I put up my credit as collateral. Yeah, I ain't got no trucks. I put my credit as collateral. Okay, I flew you out. I ain't got the bread. Everything crashed out. All right, cool. It is what it is. Now I can't pay
Black
back the loan.
Black don't Black don't mind crashing that credit.
He
He
don't
The
gonna
man.
do
loan,
that shit at
the loan out of there.
Hey,
I
He
that
ain't
got,
boy
paying.
crashed something out,
The
man.
loan
he,
wiped out. All the loan money gone. I took it out in 1 or 2 days. It's out of there. I ain't got it to pay it back. The balance is there. The business. Listen, it's nothing wrong with that. And I want people on the internet to hear me. It's nothing wrong with that. It's businesses, bro. It's businesses that we've been shopping with all our life that done did that about 10 times. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's business. It ain't work out. I got the truck. Okay, I cashed the money out. I tried to do what I needed to do. It ain't work out. Okay, it ain't work out. I ain't got the money to pay it. I don't even got to do no bankruptcy. I ain't got the money. I'll keep calling me, whatever. Okay, you sold the debt. Okay, you sold the 16,000 I owe. Okay, cool, sell it. All right, that's what I want you to do. Now I need to get Lexington Law, or I need to get my credit folks on the line. I gotta call, get my credit people on the line, hit them up,
Man, listen,
and that's
I got
it.
some money. Y'all ain't getting no money at that Lexington lawsuit.
Yeah. I did get a check. I did.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah,
long
yeah.
time ago though. That was a
That was
long
what
time ago.
last year, Black? No.
I got some money from. I think it wasn't last year. It might have been like 2 years ago. I remember that. It feel like that was a long time ago when they gave me
What
that
what
money.
what what money y'all got?
They had a lawsuit, man. They had some. I think
Lexington
they
law.
was, yeah. They had, I think some was a data breach or something like that. Some
On
happened
I
like
what?
a
don't know
civil
what it
lawsuit,
was.
On
like a
what?
civil lawsuit. It was,
On
they
what?
got sued, but they helped me out. They got sued though. They got sued,
Who
and
got sued?
Lexington Law.
Lexington
They
law,
gave back
man.
everybody.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
Yeah,
actually,
they
I
gave
think
that
they rates
bread.
went up. They rates went up too. They charge 140 a month now.
Nah, I think they out of business, Black.
No, they still up. Cause I got them on back pocket right now. They still up.
What up, King Dave? What up?
They still up. I got their app and all. They still up. They charge $69 to get in the door. They 140 a month. They gonna clean you out. They gonna get rid of all that. They got the AI thing and all. They gonna have you right. I'm trying to get all mine done in one sweep if I can.
Man, I told you who to go to, man.
Yeah. Look, before you line me up, I got one person I'm finna try out, but I'm finna use somebody else profile, and I'm gonna pay the money and try it out and see if boy know what he doing. And if he get what he doing, then that's something we can talk about in the back channel. But
What
we ain't gonna get too
what did
much
you
into
getting
it.
it for, to crash it out, Black?
No. I ain't, boy. Come on, Tony. We don't wanna. First off, when I speak on that, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, because I got my whole face right there. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Alright,
When I
alright.
speak on, I'm speaking on experience. These things I done did, I done got mine. I constantly get mine. But you got to. They have to give your debt. They gotta sell your debt. You can't do it while you got the debt still directly to them. They gotta sell it. They gotta give the debt to a debt collector. And once they get to that, then you can pull it. Then you can pull the move. You understand? And you don't pick up the phone. Don't try to think you smart and all that old stupid. Never pick up none of those phone calls. Let that bitch keep ringing. Put it on. Don't even put it on block. Let it keep ringing. Don't block it. Stop trying to be too smart and all that. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Stop thinking you know everything. Just let the phone ring like it's a wrong number. Like, man, whoever y'all calling, this not they line. Don't that's it. Don't try to answer they letters and just leave it alone. Let them do what they do. Wait it out. Let them sell the debt and then deal with it. Then you deal with it. But you cannot contact them. Don't contact them. Don't care about all that. Them sending you talking about they finna sue you and all that. All that's flume. It take it from me. I'm a living example of these things. You
Yeah,
understand?
if you
Credit.
sit up there and talk to the debt collector and all that, you don't really sit up there and admitted it
Come
to
on,
the
bro.
debt and all that. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, man.
They been said that. You know what I'm
Alright,
saying?
them weird numbers, all them old weird numbers they be
That's
calling you.
them. That's them.
Listen, you live way in Mississippi and somebody calling you for 305, 4, 5 times a day, all year. Don't pick the phone up, bro. Don't pick the phone up, bro. Just let them keep calling.
Man.
Because they got to sell the debt. Like us as American citizens, we good when it comes to debt, man. We good. We shouldn't even be worrying about that. That's why I don't worry about it. I ain't saying crash out. You know what I'm saying? Be responsible. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that when it comes to that, we are very protected. They be around here trying to make y'all think. That's why I be like, nigga be around here looking sad, about to cry, like, what's wrong with y'all, boy? You worrying about, man? So what?
That boy said,
Man,
so
please,
what?
man, you don't owe nobody nothing, boy. If you cannot pay it, if I can't pay it, I can't pay it.
Goddamn.
You can't go to jail because you can't pay nobody back, bro. Come on, bro. Only people you gotta pay back is the
Nah,
IRS.
you ain't going to jail, but that you right, Black. Them the only ones that you got to pay back.
And
You
listen,
ain't got to pay nobody
it's a
else back
certain
but the
amount. It's a
IRS.
certain
Are
if
you
it's less
going down?
if it's like listen, and for my IRS, my brothers and sisters that own the IRS, if it ain't number 10, 11,000, 16,000, even 20,000, man, don't worry about that. You know, try to get somebody, try to get set up a payment plan with them, and then try to talk to somebody, try to get one of these tax lawyers or whatever, so they can work something out with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can't really get around them. I wish you could, but you can't, man. They don't play. They don't. Ain't no loopholes with them. It's some, but it's not. It is, but it ain't. So you know, IRS loopholes consist of paying them money. So the only loophole you can get with the IRS is instead of me paying 16,000, I can pay you 7,000. That's all you can get with them. And then if you end up maybe let's say you owe them 7 and you got it all the way up to about 3,800, they might tell you, look, man, give me 700. You understand? Give me $640. I'm gonna cash out, man. I know you ain't got it. You played with me. Don't play with me no more, but you don't play with me. Give me $642.
Bruh,
I'm gonna clear you
bruh.
out.
Look. Now, Dream and Introverted done said that this man was a foreigner. Do you know how hard they probably finna go on this no speak English stuff? Man, they finna drill this stuff, bruh.
Man, I've been told y'all thought I was lying.
Yeah, you
Man,
did.
they
I
finna
know.
man, but Dream. This is why they finna do it. Do you know these crashes is happening back to back? And it's these foreigners that's causing and they unaliving several people every time. Every time.
Yes, yes, Lord. Me no speak
So
English.
so 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 you know the pressure is finna be on. Do you know this? That went on worldwide news every time one of them do something like that. It
Do
go
you
on
know right?
worldwide
Do
news.
you know right now people who got their own authority when some of these companies send the Raycons now, they asking them can they speak English? Can they read and write English?
Man, I
Right
didn't know
now.
that. I
Right
didn't know
now.
that. I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
I
know
ain't
that.
know that.
I
I
didn't know
ain't know
that.
I'm
that.
I'm
I
I'm
didn't know
talking
that.
about right now.
Damn.
It just started. They asking them, can you read and write English?
Oh, they not playing. They not playing no type of game.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't know that. Damn. I mean,
They ain't playing no type of
yeah,
game.
they ain't playing. But look, this what I was saying earlier. I was telling Gerald this earlier. I did what I was saying earlier, right? They deep already though. It's like how you gonna stop it? You got they million. They are million man strong. They million men strong with money. They got a little bit of power. You know, little power, money, infrastructure. You know, it's gonna be. You know, you're not gonna be able to get that 100%. You understand? You know, I don't even think 50%. I'm gonna say maybe, you know, they can chip off that 100 and get it down to about 70%, but it's still gonna be at a high clip, man. It's like it's too far gone, and that's what I was telling y'all last time. That's my opinion on it. It's too far gone. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? If we are expecting results, I just I don't see it. It's too much. It's too far gone.
No,
Like
no, no, no. I think that pressure finna be applied. That's what I
I
think.
I
feel
think
Listen,
so
like
too.
but it's gonna
listen,
take.
Black. This the
It's
reason. This the reason I say that though, Black. These people are unaliving people, bro. This is why I'm saying this, bro. They constantly doing it. They not finna just sit
But
here and
see,
keep letting that
I'm
go on.
I'm and then the crazy thing is, let's be real though. The news is pushing this narrative for a reason.
And they
How
pushing
many
the
right.
how many
narrative.
how many wrecks, you know what I'm saying, America's done did probably yesterday or whatever. But they making
Exactly.
sure they pushing this narrative.
But they
They
Right.
making
making
sure
sure
they
they
putting them
doing it.
foreigners out there. They
Yeah.
see the
Right.
news, like Dream just said. They pushing this narrative. See the news. they gonna throw stuff out there what they want the people to see or what they want the people to think. See, the
Right,
news
right,
kind of
right.
control things because you see how you get news feeds and you come showing us, and I be like, well, where you get this from? You know what I'm saying? That
Nah,
ain't
yeah,
right.
you absolutely right. You know, cause we are like,
Yeah,
you know, I watch. First off, you know, we grown, so you know, we
yeah.
watch the news. That's just what we do. We look at news. We look at
And
stuff
you
like
know the
that.
news ain't right. You know the news
I,
ain't right.
but see, I'm gonna tell you, and you're right. I know. Listen, what you saying is right. In our agendas, I just try to, cause you just gotta kind of look, be able to kind of look in between that and just kind of read between the lines because that's the news. The news don't do that. That's how they is. The news don't do that because you
Yeah,
got people. Listen, the news. You gotta understand something. It's people that own these media platforms. So you know, they're gonna do their thing. They're gonna do their thing. But
yeah.
they are pushing that. They are pushing that for a reason. You know, like I say, like in my opinion, you know, they probably done with the foreigners. They're probably getting ready because we getting ready to be more autonomous. We getting ready to
That's
be
right.
more
That's
self
right.
this, self driving, self forklifts. They're about to start bringing that up now. So it ain't gonna be no need for the foreigners. You know what I mean? So and now that I'm thinking about it, I see why they so quickly. Not saying they know what we saying or not like that, but I see why they would quickly build up, quickly get an infrastructure, quickly, you know, get like look what the Russians do. But it's not just the Russians, because you got Indian people out here too that have trucker companies that's doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They probably a little
Right.
bit more
Yeah.
low key. They
But they foreigners too. They
Right,
foreigners
they
too.
definitely foreigners. They definitely foreign, and they have money. Cause you gotta remember, they have money from their country. They have people that have lots of money from their country.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
If which if I got a bunch of Russian money, even if I turn it into American dollars, I still got a lot of money.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? Which
yeah.
so it's
A lot of
yeah,
them people is rich in their country. You right. Like,
right.
man, them folks got Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis and stuff like that. That
Yeah,
they
man.
going out and mud bogging and stuff in. You know
Bro,
what I'm
look,
saying?
look,
They
look at our,
got
look at our, look at our,
gold.
look at our Arab, look at our Arab brothers, man. That got all the stores. Like they be coming from money. Now the one in my neighborhood, I see he might. This just me. I don't know. They might have didn't. It looked like they kind of just powered up, but it's some like over there by Edison. You know what I'm saying? By the Edison projects and all that. Bruh, them Arabs over there, cause they got a whole gambling house where they be having where all us kind of meet up and hang out at. They own that whole plaza and they let us come in there and hang out and niggas be in there, cause they got the pool tables in there. But niggas be in there
Yeah,
rolling dice. I don't want to get too, but what I'm saying is, yeah, they be coming from money. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Cause they kids be in the gambling house. They sons be in there. And they drive BMW trucks and
right.
they own. So they come from money. You
Oh
understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? They
oh
definitely be
yeah.
coming from money. And that's
Man,
what I be
man,
saying.
man. Them little young Arab, like the little young ones you talking about, that's over
Yeah.
here in America. They be in the hood.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
saying. They
yeah.
be, bro,
Yeah, yeah. They be in the
they be
hood,
doing,
man.
they ain't doing, cause you know how they ain't doing everything we do, but they around. You understand what I'm saying?
Bruh, them
They
folk, they
around.
got hood, they got hoods over there. Man, look how them folk be playing with them guns. They be having a party. They just shooting guns in there.
Right,
Everybody
right.
got guns. So them
And I'm gonna
folks
tell
over
you
there,
something.
Taliban, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
you
when they
gotta
come
remember
over
they
here,
Muslim. They Muslim too.
yeah, they come over here and we got gun laws. You know what I'm saying? Them folks ain't got
Right.
no gun laws. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm gonna tell you, like, listen, I talk like I said, first off, this ain't nothing against foreign people, cause I got these same Arabs. I might call them Arab. Like I got listen, it's an Arab. His name Mo. Mo number is in my phone right now. He got a store right there in Open Locker. Y'all know about Open Locker. He got the store right there. in Opalak. He got both stores, the one across the street and the one right there, right? In this mo, right?
Yeah.
And he mixed with a lot of brothers over there because he's Muslim. I'm not Muslim. I ain't no disrespect. I'm not a Muslim.
Yeah.
But, you got a lot of American brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's Muslim. And
Yeah.
he mixed with a lot of the brothers over there, you know, because he Muslim. So they mess
Yeah.
with Mo.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm
They
saying? They
they
mess
they
with
they
Mo.
like family. They
They is
brothers.
like
They, you
that.
know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm trying to
saying?
say. They don't
Yeah. Yeah.
even really think about like what we talking about. They're not even
They
thinking
got
about,
they got
oh,
the same religion. They got the
yeah, they're
same
not thinking
religion.
about, oh, damn, he a Arab. They're not thinking about that. So they shop with Mo. They going in there shopping
Yeah.
with Mo, buying everything. They shopping with
That's
Mo.
right. They
I
look at
shop
it
with
like
him.
that's their brother.
Right.
They look at it like
So
that's
it's
their
like,
brother, man.
you know, he make a lot of money over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no problem. Don't nobody got a problem with it because he's a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them a lot of the Arabs, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. They be Muslim, and we got a lot of people in the black community that is Muslim. So
Yeah.
regardless whether they stay in the hood or not, they Muslim. So they gonna look past all that race stuff. They not gonna be. They don't care about that. They gonna look past all that, and they ain't gonna go in the Dream store. They gonna walk right past Dream store. They gonna go in Mo store, come Mo Muslim. I
Yeah.
do. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's and
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I talk to you, I'm just
They
telling
gonna
y'all
go in
what
their
I
brother
see.
store. They gonna
I'm
go in
just
their
telling
brother
y'all what
store.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just tell y'all what I see. You feel what I'm saying? What it look like to
Yeah.
me. You feel what I'm saying? I just try to come off
Yeah.
the hip, you know.
We
But
feel
definitely,
it though.
man,
We
it's
feel that.
it's you know. Do y'all feel like? Cause I feel like they just have an advantage. That's why I be coming at. I be like, they don't have an advantage. That's why I don't go so hard on on us. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I be a
Yeah.
little. I don't go too hard on us because I already know, man. They don't have a boost though. It ain't like they ain't take the stairs. They had an elevator. They had a boost. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
it ain't like you have some of us be thinking like, man, we ain't in, we ain't that, we ain't like, nah, bro, they done got a boost, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't you ain't doing no. I mean, I ain't saying, but you ain't. Don't think less of yourself. They had a whole boost. You
That's right.
understand what I'm saying? Don't think you ain't got your stuff together. Like, nah, you gotta. Cause I think that's what be discouraging us. We from these neighborhoods, like bro
Well,
just
hey,
say, talk
hey.
to me from the project.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Why do you think the United States give give other countries the opportunity to come over here and power up?
Because man, they take on our debt. I've been dealing with this economics, dog. I've been into this since 2020. And what I realize is not realize, but what I see is that these other countries, like Russia, like like India, you know, uh, even Asia, these other continents, they take up our debt. They take our American dollars, and them taking our American dollars keeps our dollar strong, makes our dollar universal. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
use, so it powers us. They take on our debt. So even though the
Yeah.
dollar ain't nothing right now, China still take the dollar. They still buying bonds. They
They
still
still
got
got
bonds.
all these dollars. Y'all still got
Yeah.
all these dollars. So y'all can't say it ain't nothing. Cause y'all
So
got a ton of
in
them.
return, this is why they more lenient when it comes to their people coming into our country. To where, like I was, like we was just saying
Cause
earlier,
it really helping the economy.
it is helping the economy. And
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it help us out. Why you think how you be in the picture and you be having you got your Gucci on, you got your Coogee on? Why you think you? Because I ain't gonna lie, if these designer clothes that you got, if they wasn't making them for that good, if they weren't being made in them other countries, bro, these like these clothes would be it'll be your fit would be $10,000.
Yeah.
Instead of 700, 800 or 2,000.
Yeah.
it'd be $10,000. We wouldn't be able to have. You know how you got all
Me
them
me
cars
me
over there.
me me personally though. Me personally though, Black. I I don't really buy no designer clothes like that.
I'm talking about when you was on your rap stuff, bro, and just like some of the pictures you got. I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you on your rap. I'm talking about when you was on your. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just using that as an example. I'm just saying. A lot of this
Yeah.
stuff wouldn't be affordable that we got now. All the Nike, the iPhones, the stuff like that. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be affordable. We'll probably have less material, or you know, less capital. Let's just say that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
stuff which like I say, it probably wouldn't be a bad thing because we'll probably be making our own stuff, which is what Trump
Yeah.
is trying to get it back to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I be trying to tell you, he don't, I don't think he be understanding. And I agree with what he be doing, what he doing. I just don't think he probably get it. That's why they try to take him out and stuff like that because I don't think he understand what's going on really. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
stuff. Like when you start getting into that, now you going over and listen. You know me, I'm Mr. Power to the people, and I'm telling you this on the internet. When you get into
Yeah.
that, now you getting into some dangerous ground. It don't matter who you is. Now you stepping into some dangerous territory, and you could you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like I'm trying to tell you, that's what keep the dollar strong. These people have an agreement, so it's only so much. That's why when we was in the group chat, I was sending you that stuff. They have an agreement. You gonna have some of your own people, your own Republicans, stabbing you in the back because they finna be dealing with, they're gonna be dealing with China. They're gonna be back, he's gonna lose. That's just how it is. They're gonna be, that's just how, you already know the Democrats dealing with it. Point blank, period. But you're gonna have some of your other people who gonna, they're gonna go behind your back and they're gonna
Yeah.
sabotage. They're gonna make, that's what's gonna happen because, you know, we our country is like this now. It's how it is now. It's just how we is now. We don't manufacture no more. Remember, we had a strong argument about this about 2 lives ago. Our country just ain't doing that. No, we don't do that no more. We could get back to it, but a lot of people done made a lot of money with us being the way we is now. So
That's
us getting
right.
back to
That's right. That's right.
but listen to me, Gerald. Us getting back to manufacturing, that's gonna take billions of dollars out of certain people's pockets. And people gonna fight. They're not just gonna let that happen. They're gonna fight. They ain't gonna just let that happen. They're gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? That money serious, bro. I don't be thinking y'all understand how shit like that. Money serious, bro. Like people,
Man,
your
bro.
whole
Money,
families will get wiped out.
money is the root of all evil.
It is,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? So,
Well,
so
all right. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say that. I mean, I'm gonna just say you right, but
that's true. That's true, bro. Listen, look at the price of a body right now. Man, you can buy
hmm
a body for cheap. Bro.
I know.
I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, I know,
You
bro. It's
can get
ugly out
knocked
here,
out.
bro.
You can get knocked out for less than a stack.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody
It's
knock you
ugly
out
out
for
here.
less than a stack,
It's
bro.
ugly out here.
So,
But
bro,
listen,
listen.
but see, we gotta have a topic about that because
Yeah,
we
yeah, we
that's gonna
can.
be the next topic. The next
No, I
topic
just see.
need to be
Listen,
about.
I just seen two topics. I just seen two topics. I seen about the self-driving truck because I've been seeing a lot
All right,
more
we're
of
gonna
that
get
on
into
the
that.
news.
We're gonna get
I
into
mean,
that.
I
We'll
mean,
get into
yeah,
that.
I think that's a good topic for next Wednesday. The
All right, we getting
self-driving
to that.
trucks, you
What's
know,
the second
and
window? What's the second window,
I mean, you just said, about the money being the root
bro?
of all evil
Let me tell you
or whatever.
something. We could say, but is the money? Is it the money or is it because listen, what I'm willing to do for money might not be what the next person willing to do for money. You see what
Well,
I'm saying?
you don't know how
So,
hungry the next man is
but
for that
that's what I'm
money.
saying. So it ain't necessarily the money, cause money's just money. Money ain't doing nothing to nobody. But
Money just money to you. But you think about the person that ain't got it. Think about the person that ain't got it. Why you think? People be
Yeah.
setting people up like these females. They'll get with somebody. They think they got some money. They try to set them up for the next man to rob 'em. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
Oh
The
yeah.
whole
Yeah.
plot is about money. What you think all these women looking at men about now? In this new generation, money.
And then it depends on the person, but some some people might say, "Oh, a dream, that ain't no money." You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Some
Right.
some some people money different. You know what I'm
That's
Right.
right.
Some
saying?
people, but you see, but that's
That's
what I'm
right.
saying. Cause it just go like I might be willing to be a little risky for let's say 20,000. I'm gonna say 20,000, right? 25,000. And Dream might be like, boy, I don't gotta do that. Black, you tripping? I ain't gotta do that.
Man. Okay,
I don't
listen,
gotta
listen.
be.
Okay,
But
listen.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So, but hold
okay.
on,
Look,
listen. Let me just say this. At that point, it's not the money, it's me. You see what I'm
bruh,
saying?
it's
Money
the
just
greed
money.
and want of money. No, it's the greed and want money. Everybody want money, black. Everybody want money. Let's just be real. Let's just be real.
Man, you know
Everybody
what?
wants money.
Man, you know what? You know
I
what
feel that
somebody
way. I
told
feel
me?
that way.
You know somebody what
All right.
somebody told me. It was an older cat, and he was like, man, you wear jewelry everywhere you go. I was like, well, I just wear two everyday chains. That's just where I go. He said, but cause I was showing him a picture when me and my other partner was out. We went to the Rockies game. We went to Game 7. And he seen my piece that I had on. He was like, "Man, you wear that
Right.
everywhere you go?" I was like, "Nah." He was like, "Good." I was like, "Man, I wish a motherfucker would this and that." He was like, "Man, just like you will kill somebody if they take it, they'll kill you to take it."
Yeah.
On
Fuck
me.
me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
On me.
Yeah. That's facts. That's facts,
Fuck me
dog.
up. So
On me.
so you
That's
never
facts.
know. You never know, man. It's hyenas out here, man. Like,
That's right. That's right.
That's what I'm saying. See, but now look, at that point, see, I like looking at it like this, right? At the end of the day, you just bought the chain. But if I'm the type of person that's I'm willing to take this risk to go get this chain. And if Buddy get out of line, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even finna be, I ain't got no time to play because I want that chain. We're not even finna be trying to figure nothing out. It's nothing to figure out. If I'm that type of person that willing to be on that type of time, you see what I'm saying?
But but
And
but
that's
let
what
me
I'm
ask
saying.
you this, Black.
It's about the
Let me
person, bro.
let me ask you this, Black. Why do they want that chain? Why
Why?
do they want
Okay,
that
right,
chain?
right. To make for some money, you know what I'm saying, or
For the
whatever,
money.
whatnot, for
For
that
the
money.
money.
And you right about that. But
They
it's
know
just
that
like it,
chain. They know that chain done cost some money. And
right,
Dream wearing that chain around his neck, they like, oh, this nigga, he flossing that money. You know what I'm saying? He got
right,
that money. He wearing around his neck. You know what I'm saying?
man,
We
man.
finna get him.
right.
But this what I'm saying though. It's crazy because you know it's certain places. It made me think about it, man. Like it made me think because you can put a target on yourself and not even know it.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
That's
saying?
right.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
put and when he told me that, it made so much sense because when I was younger, man, listen, man. I understand it made so much sense. He was like, "You will die to keep it, they'll die to take it."
That's right. That's right.
See what
Somebody,
I'm saying?
somebody, somebody gonna die though. Somebody gonna die.
What I always, but see, like I said, I'm standing on this too. That's what I've been saying this for years. It's just about some people. Well, it's just what I'm willing to do for money. What the next person might not be with. That's why I don't get into the money conversation because I could be willing to do something for money. Well, I'm finna make a lot. I'm finna make 38,000 one time. Well, this person here might have had to do it in 6 months, but I'm willing to take that risk. So that's why I don't get into because money is money. It just depends on the type of
Okay,
person you're
okay.
dealing with.
I'm gonna ask you something, Black. I'm gonna
Uh,
ask you something, Black. All right, so if it's me, right? Me and you. Okay, you got. It take me. It gonna take me 6 months. Just throw a number. 6 months to make 50,000, and but you can go get this 50,000 a day. Now, what you gonna do to get that 50,000? It just ain't gonna be illegal. And what I'm gonna do to get the 50,000 is gonna be legal.
Right.
Who right? Who wrong?
Now, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I don't think nobody's wrong because I don't think like that. You understand? I don't think like that. I don't think. Now, first off, let me just say this before we elaborate. Right? Doing stuff illegal and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you heard the word that the brother said. He said illegal. So, you know, you most likely you taking something that ain't yours, or you doing something that don't got nothing to do with you. So, whatever. I ain't gonna get too, but I'm just saying if you're doing something illegal, it's consequences to that or whatever, whatnot. But I personally don't think I don't look at it as I don't see none of them as wrong. Like, listen, I know brothers that's younger than me. You understand? They have hundreds of thousands of dollars. You understand? They don't work. They don't. I think I spoke about them before. They have plenty of money. You understand? Some older than me got a lot of money too. But I'm talking about them right now, right? And they choose to make their money how they gonna make like me. I'm just making 2,000 a little bit of change every week. You understand? But they they might make like I say up to 30 some thousand. Depending on whatever they got going on. They might make 5,000. 10 times. You see what I'm saying? In a month, based on whatever they got going on, right? So I don't see any way as wrong or right. This was right for me because
That
I
that
might not
that
be.
right, Kevin.
I'm not willing to throw rocks at a chain gang like that. I'm not willing to do it. I don't got the nerve like them. I'm 40 some years old. I don't got the nerve.
Oh,
Them boys,
oh,
they got the
listen.
nerve.
Oh, listen, Kevin. Listen. If it come down to that, boy, boy. You don't want to see me out in the streets.
Listen,
If
listen.
it come
Hey,
if it come
listen.
down to that,
Listen.
I'm telling
I
you,
don't even listen.
everything is
I
food.
already done been locked
Everything
up.
is
I
food.
already done. Yeah, I already. Look,
Man, listen,
it's
listen,
already.
listen. Let me
Listen.
tell you something. Majority of us that getting money the right way, the legitimate way, we
Right.
know how to get it the other way too. Believe that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Believe that.
Exactly. Exactly.
We try to do the right thing. We
Exactly.
try to do the right thing.
I wanna, and see, that's what people gotta realize, cause it's a lot of real dudes, a lot of real brothers and sisters out here that you need to be glad that they here doing something legal. That's why I
No, that's
be
facts.
my
No,
my
that's
I
facts.
got partners that work in the warehouse, but bro, I mess with them. That's why I don't mind if I don't care about them asking me for something, bro. And I already told y'all what I make a week. I don't care about them asking me for nothing. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get them that because
yeah,
I know these is monsters. These is goony googles. We need to
yeah,
be we need to
And,
be glad that they working that warehouse job. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
and
yeah,
then and
And make
then and
you
then
know
for real, all it's a thin line for a motherfucker to just jump across that gate again. It's a thin line, like you know what I'm saying. Anything can trigger, you know what I'm saying. Especially
man.
the worst thing you can do is fuck with a motherfucker that's trying, but he dangerous. Just let him be,
right,
man.
right,
Just
right,
let him be.
right,
And
You
see, that's
know
right,
why
what I'm
people like
right.
and most brothers like that. That's why I gravitate to brothers like that. You understand? Because most brothers like that, you know, they gonna kind of be a little introverted. They probably they gonna stay away from people anyway. A lot of brothers like that, they don't
Right,
even really be around a
right.
lot of people. They only deal with
saying?
a few people.
You know
Brothers
why?
like that, they gonna be
You
always
know,
telling you. Brothers like that, they all gonna be like, man, I only got a few people I fuck with. Them be the main
Yeah,
ones like that. That's like that, and it's
man.
a
Listen,
reason why
man.
they like that.
Because of the simple fact is, bruh, it's like them type of people, bruh. They ain't scared of. They ain't scared of. They worst fear is them, bruh. They
Exactly.
worst fear is them.
Right, right, right.
Like like they ain't scared of nothing else but themselves, man.
Yeah,
And when you be in a position like that, you don't want to be around because anything you don't know how you gonna respond to certain things, man.
that
It's a
right,
scary
that right,
feeling, bro.
that right,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
right.
I'm laughing now. I'm laughing. That's why, yo. And see, like I say, I'm laughing right now because I already know, and that's why I say I always appreciate brothers like that because I understand and it don't matter where they working at. It's a lot of them truckers. You understand what I'm saying? I understand it's a lot of brothers because trucking you can still make you some good money that you might be used to making. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. You can still make you some good money, but it's
Then
but it's 10 or
you fuck
20,000 or
around,
it's 2,000.
man, and then don't fuck around and let that same nigga you talking about be done built something. Oh, he extra scared now.
Oh yeah,
If
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
he done
oh
got
yeah,
He
extra
oh
scared.
yeah.
he don't even come outside no more.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
don't even
he
come
Yeah,
done
yeah,
got.
outside
yeah,
no more.
yeah, yeah. Because listen, like you said, built something. He done built something. He's scared of losing what he done built. Now he's scared of losing what he done built. Messing with you, doing
Listen,
Yeah,
something to you.
his old lady is best friend.
Yeah, old lady best friend, and he got kids. Like, look at
and,
everything he leaving behind,
and then
messing with you.
and then when you leave the house, she say we ain't got no money for no lawyers.
Hey, listen, yeah, boy, yeah. See, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, see, yeah, exactly, stuff like that. And that's why I say, man,
but but
and
but your old lady, like you saying, Black, she gonna be on you too. Look, hey, don't get in no trouble. Don't do
listen,
this.
that look,
Don't do
and
that.
listen, and listen, that's a real queen. You got your
Yeah,
real queen. You
yeah,
got your real queen, and that's why I always listen. That's why I don't mind. That's why I remember we were talking about before, and we were just joking about, nigga calling asking for money and stuff like that. But that's why
yeah.
I don't. That's why I do that because not saying I'm the guy that could just do all that, but I don't mind a little
Well,
50,
well, well, Black,
100,
Black,
80,
Black. I
25.
do it too. I do it too. But I'm gonna tell you something. Most of them boys that I done did that with, they done did a magic trick on me. They done did a
Man,
magic trick.
I don't expect nothing back. I don't expect nothing back, bro.
Black,
You don't
Black.
expect
It,
nothing
it
back,
make
bro.
them boys do magic. I loan them
Oh
boys
yeah,
money
yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah,
do
yeah,
magic.
yeah, 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 yeah. You know that, yeah. But I'm just saying, as long as if you don't been out there standing toe to toe with them, because I'm speaking from that perspective, you don't kind of been out there with them. You understand what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? It's like that ain't nothing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand what I'm
but
saying?
Black,
That ain't
this is
nothing.
my thing. If I done did something, I done loaned you something, this and that's my money. You understand what I'm saying? And you asked me to borrow that or hold that, and you had me, you know what I'm saying? Now you done went 2, 3 years, you ain't gave me that little money back yet.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Now come on now.
yeah,
Come on
See,
now.
yeah.
I ain't waiting that long. I ain't waiting no 2, 3. Listen, if you gotta catch me on a good day, I'm talking about a good day. And I'm gonna tell you the only time I don't feel I got some people in the penitentiary right now I send money to. They can't do nothing. They there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anybody else out here in this free world, man, listen, man. I'm out here getting it, bro. I ain't giving
I know, bro. I know,
I
bro.
ain't
Listen,
giving
I,
no
I,
excuses
I,
or
I,
nothing,
I,
bro.
nah, bro. Listen, like I got two of my partner, bro, like my best friends, bro, and sometimes I feel like, cause like I say, they stood toe to toe with me, and I kind of had them in the mix with me. So, you know, sometimes that's why, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's probably a lot of stuff they could have been doing, but you know, they was running behind me. You feel what I'm saying? And just,
You got survivor's remorse. You know what that is? That
yeah,
mean like that mean like when you feel like you the only one that made it out of your situation, you feel like you obligated to help those who was in that situation with you.
I just feel like we gotta continue to just be 100 though too. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the type
Hey,
of person. I ain't the type of
hey,
person. I'm the type of person where it's like, damn, just cause I got it, I ain't I ain't your dog no more. Like I ain't that type of person. Like I ain't never been like. Remember when I first met y'all boys, I told that's how I am. I'm low key. I ain't really out there like that anyway.
but
So
look,
most likely I'm not doing too much.
I'm
I'm
gonna
about
say
my
this,
business, but I'm
I'm
most
gonna
likely
say
I
this.
ain't really doing too much. I'm not really doing too much, too, kind of out there flash. Like I ain't really doing too much. I got a little chainless, but most likely I ain't really doing too much anyway. Like I'm always checking on because you gotta understand, like these people, like I got two of my partners, they was with me every day. With anything I went through, they was there with me. You feel what I'm saying? And these boys got kids. They spent a lot of time around me, you know, doing what I needed to get done, and vice versa. But me being kind of a dominant person, and kind of being, I'm a little more outspoken. I know these, like I say, these are my best friends, but they don't talk. They not talkers like me. I talk a lot. I'm long winded. They not like that. They don't say nothing. They don't talk. They just rock. They just rock with me. And I can't, I be trying to get them to get their CDL. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to, and it's kind of something wrong with them too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of something wrong with them boys too. Like that's why they don't talk like that. Nigga probably don't
Yeah,
really know how to,
yeah,
kind of figure stuff out, stuff like that. So
yeah, yeah.
when it's a
But see,
situation
but
like
see,
that,
We
but
got
Jordan,
see,
some of
it's
them
kind
in
of different.
Mississippi.
but
It's
We
see.
kind
got
of
them
different,
in
bro.
Mississippi.
So you saying the
You
man
feel me?
special ed? What you saying,
Oh,
bro?
I already know. I already know. Yeah, I already. Nah,
I,
I ain't gonna say special ed, but them boys throw it off. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
but
Like
but
them
see,
boys.
but see,
How you
it's
don't talk?
easier.
Like how you don't talk? Like I'm 40 years old. I don't grow up with these boys. I'm like, and he like you don't say nothing. Like you ain't saying
Yeah,
nothing.
like
Like
man, a lot of them, majority of them folk can't even read, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Majority of them folk can't even read. They
and
can't
see
even
what
fill
I'm
out an
trying to tell
application
Tony is
by themselves, man.
they younger than me. When they was supposed to be at school and stuff like that, I ain't gonna lie. I had them with me.
Man, them boys probably ain't go to school or nothing. You know what I'm
They
saying?
didn't go. I had them with
So
me.
them
I
boys, they
wasn't
ain't
going to
gonna
school.
talk. If
You
you
know what I'm
can't
saying?
have
I
no
had them with me.
intelligent, if you can't have no intelligent conversation, man, they not finna speak. Come on now.
You know what
Them
I'm
boys
saying?
don't
So
know what y'all talking about.
I had them with me. You know what I'm saying?
All they know, all they know,
Listen.
if somebody still on black ass, they know what to do. That's all they know.
Hey, I was trying to, like, so it ain't necessarily survivor's remorse. I mean, you could call it that. We could say it's that, but it ain't, cause it's like I say, it ain't that I made it or nothing like that. It nigga, like I say, them nigga got plenty. It's come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going on out here. It's plenty. It's plenty out here. But certain people, I do
I
try to, cause
think,
I know that I was a big reason of why they probably ain't do certain things. You understand? Like I got one of my partners was my best friend. I got some of my partners, one of my partners, his family don't talk to me no more because they feel a certain way about me because of where he was at and stuff like that and things like that. And so it's soap operas going on in my little cipher. So it's a reason why I'm like this, bro. I'm just not just no dude that's just like nah, bro. I ain't no ham, bro. Like no, I'm
See,
on
it's
point.
kind of See, it's kind of crazy. Like I never, I, I, I I really ain't never just had a crowd. I really ain't never just, you know what I'm saying, had, like, you'll catch me to this day, solo dolo. You know what I'm saying? You might catch one person with me or something like that, but he done been in situations to where ain't nobody that's gonna get in my car that ain't been tested. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right,
just a fact. Or it ain't just that relationship like that. You see what I'm saying? It gotta be
right.
that relationship and it gotta be tested. Like I don't really deal with people like that. For real, for real.
And yeah,
and you know what I'm saying, the people that you see me with, I don't feel survivor's remorse because it's almost like before I give you some money, I'm gonna show you how to make some money.
Yeah,
Mhm.
They gonna try to
Mhm.
show you how to make some
Mhm.
money, how to get some
Mhm.
money. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
a lot of people that Dream done dealt with just been lost causes. They just been lost causes. He
Yeah,
done
yeah,
tried to
yeah,
give him a
yeah,
place
yeah.
to stay. He tried to do everything help him get on their feet.
Right, right,
You know what I'm
right. And
saying?
see,
But
I'm
hey,
gonna tell you something.
he
See,
just couldn't help him.
now I'm gonna tell you something. And see, this what it hit me because I got partners like that. Right. First off, they dead and gone, and I try to do the same thing. And now it might not be to but I first off, all I can do is what I got. You feel what I'm saying? If I got, what I mean, whatever resources I got at the time, we just talking about some in hood stuff, fellas. We just talking about some. We ain't even getting into some big businesses or stuff like that. We just talking about just regular in hood stuff. We gonna narrow it down a little bit. And I'm just talking about that, so y'all know what I'm talking about. So if I got a situation going on, all I can do is bring you to the table with that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all I could do. And I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I've done that to the best of my ability to the point where I don't have situations where, like I say, my best friend, Terrence, he ended up getting shot in the head. And I tried to bring him to a situation I had to keep him out because he from over town. Y'all know about over town in Miami. I tried to get
Uh-huh.
him away from over there because he had little stuff going on over there. You know, my dog was, he was a good looking brother, a pack full, a mouth full of goals, skinny dude, you know, the ladies like that. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't keep them off him. So he gonna have problems with the brother. He gonna have problems with other dudes naturally because of how he look and how he carried. So I tried to get him out of the mix to come so he could do business where I'm at. You feel what I'm saying? And bro wouldn't sit still. Bro wanted to, bro was a ladies man. He out here dealing with these ladies. That was a little bit more serious to him than what I had going on. Plus, I'm throwing rocks at the chain gang, so I get it. You understand? I get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
restaurant. So, you
yeah.
know, you got that going on. So I got stuff like that happen. Like these things these are trauma things that went on that got me the way I am. You understand? With the people that I know that's still in that mix, that I try to, cause all I can do now is say, I don't have no truck, so all I can do now is say, boy, bro, try to get your CDL, that. That's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is, man, if you go to Roadmasters, bro, go over there, bro. Well, I give them 300-400. I give them 700. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just go get in the door. That's all I can do. If these boys don't do that, there's nothing I can do. You feel what I'm saying? It's nothing I can do if they don't do that. But I'm willing to do that because you know, I'm willing to help people out. People that done. And another thing, like what Dream was talking about, when I was moving around, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't moving around like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm dolo when I'm doing my business, but when I'm outside moving around, I got a few of my partners with me because I ain't doing nothing by myself. I ain't squaring up with no nigga. Nah, anybody with me, we squaring up together, boy. I don't care who it. I don't care who it is. We all finna get into it. I don't care what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
We getting into it.
Yeah.
And
right.
anybody that roll with me, they already know. Boy, when I'm riding, they already know. Ride with Scope, that's how it's finna be. Yeah, you
Yeah,
finna get in it. You my
yeah,
dog. We getting this together, and vice
yeah.
versa.
That's right.
We
That's right.
ain't no man. I ain't got no win for that to be. I don't got no win to be out there duking it out. No, boy, we finna handle this in a few seconds and be out of here. I don't got time to be. I ain't
Black
got.
said
I ain't.
he ain't got no wind to be
I ain't.
tussling,
I'm not.
man.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not in the gym. I ain't in that. Boy, if I'm around and it's me, Gerald,
Boy
and Dream,
said he not
boy, we
in the
all getting into it. Black, I ain't got to be. Nah, I'm not in the gym like Dream chasing and all them. Nah,
Nah,
we finna jump the shit out of that dude and we finna get up out of here. Point blank, period. Y'all better not just sit right there, boy. Nah, get into this too, boy. I ain't got no win for this. And that's me
Yeah.
though. Everybody that know me, they know that's just me. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how I am. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do so
Man,
outside, but
hey,
when up,
that's how I used to go though. I ain't
that's
gonna
me.
lie, that's how I
That's
used to
me.
go.
I ain't doing that. But
Motherfucker,
when up,
hey, we roll together. One fight, we all fight. That's how I used to
yeah,
go now.
bro.
That's how it go. Yeah.
Look, check this out. But when it comes to the money, when I gotta deal with my money and my account and my business, nah, I don't want y'all around. I don't want nah, y'all can't let me I need to be over here. Let me figure this out. Then once yeah,
Oh man.
so when I'm in the kitchen, y'all in the living room. I'm in the kitchen, in the cabinet, figuring out everything what I got going on. I don't need you coming over there. But when we outside, hell yeah, nah. So that's what I'm saying.
Cause that's
Niggas
what they
gonna
know. That's what they know. You know
That's a
that's what
fact.
they
yeah.
know. You know what I'm saying? That's
So
easy. That's easy.
I operate like that, bro. Like I said, it's a lot of people that don't like me, don't mess with me because that's how I operate. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot. I ain't gonna say it's a lot, but it's people that because everybody ain't gonna agree with that. Some people might feel like, oh damn, you know, this the reason, da 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 that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't, but I don't like I said, I don't roll like that. My niggas is my niggas. Feel what I'm saying? That's just all there to it. We
Nah,
rock
that's a
point
fact.
blank period.
That's a fact.
Point blank period. I'm not Mike Tyson. I'm not finna be out here like nah. Me and my niggas, we all getting into it right then and there, and that's it. Cause
That
I
nigga
don't
said
want no
I'm not
problem.
Mike Tyson.
Nah, man, hell nah. I'm still like that to this day. You
Ah,
feel what I'm
man.
saying?
That boy
But
said I'm not Mike.
that's why I, like nah, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga gonna get there. Nigga gonna get there now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
nah, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like nah.
Hey,
You know, if my niggas
it's got,
round, like
hey,
nah, that's how
hey,
it's going.
hey. But listen. Everybody ain't no fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't no fighter, bro. Yeah,
It
everybody
ain't
ain't
that.
no.
It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I say, if a nigga gotta get that, nigga gonna get that. First off, I don't
Bruh,
even
bruh,
deal
bruh,
in that.
bruh, listen,
I'm a truck
listen.
driver.
We
I
know
don't deal
people.
in none of that. I don't
Listen,
deal in none of
listen.
that.
We know people that we grew up with that never had a fight. You know what I'm saying? We just know, they ain't no
Yeah.
fighter. They wasn't no fighter. And
Right.
that's
I
just
ain't
what it
that
was.
though. I ain't gonna say I ain't that. I don't have plenty fights. You know what I'm saying? But most of my fights, most of my fights involve the people around me. So I'm the type of person. I got people out here that don't like me because of that. A lot of people don't like people like that. My fights don't involve. My fights don't going to involve me and the people around me, and that's all it is to it.
Man, listen, man. I don't mind fighting, but I better win.
Man,
Listen, hey, listen, hey, listen.
I
listen,
swear to
Black,
God.
listen, Black. This dude here pitiful. This dude here pitiful. I don't even want to talk about him.
I
He
already
pitiful.
know, boy. Listen, I'm
That
Long,
telling
dude
you,
is
boy.
long
pitiful.
as I win, we good.
Listen.
I'm
That's
trying to
why.
tell
That's
you,
why.
boy.
Black. You see how you talking about? Oh, we roll together. We gonna fight together out there. I don't really want to go nowhere with bro, man. I ain't lying to you, bro. He wild. This a wild boy, man. Like Steve O.
Man, listen, man.
This man, you hear this man? You hear this man, Black? I better win. I better
Nah,
I
win.
already know.
You
that
hear what he's saying? So
Nah,
so
I
so
am.
you know so you know what he talking about if he lose.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't
all I'm
nobody got
saying
yeah.
time for
is,
that.
all I'm saying is, I better win. Now you can't.
I ain't got time for it, Black.
I know,
I
bro.
just don't even get in the car with Dream. Hey, one time I was finna jump out the car while I was rolling. I told him, let me
Oh
out, man.
Lord, hold on.
Let me up out of here,
Hey, like what's on boy day? Let me out the car. What's on boy? It
let,
boys in the
just
hood.
let me out, man. Let me out like bars in the
Oh boy said, let me out.
but listen,
Hey,
but
listen,
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 but you wasn't
listen.
like
He
on
ain't wrong.
bars in the hood. out. He want to keep you in the car. No, no. Man, how you gonna hold me hostage up in the car, man?
You
I
finna
said, let me
crash
up
out.
out of here. Yeah, he ready to crash out, take me to crash out with him. I'm
Man, we
telling him,
ain't doing
let me out.
no more crashing out.
Man, that man trying to crash
Man,
me
look,
out with him,
listen,
Black.
man. My nigga, mine's
Black,
crashing
he
out
trying
with
to
you, dog.
crash me out with him. Hey, Black, the 911. This boy straight 911. Finna crash everybody.
Man, listen, man, them days
You ain't
over.
wrong. You ain't wrong. That's why I see just what Dream said. Them days over with though. But
Yeah,
you ain't wrong.
yeah,
You ain't wrong, man. Cause at the end of the
yeah,
day,
Over, man.
your niggas is
yeah.
your niggas, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, and see, everybody know, you know what I'm saying. Into this car at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? Like people already know. You know what I'm saying? Like something you ain't got to talk about because they know. All right, we finna get in here. We gonna have us a good time, but anything go
Yeah,
left.
yeah. That's why I don't want to go with him, Black. I do not want to go with him. I don't want to go with him. I don't want to go with him, Black. I ain't lying. I ain't lying, Black. I don't
Man,
want to go with him, man.
man. Hey, have y'all heard? Have y'all heard? They talking about the incentives. They finna the price gonna go up because the price. I mean the damn. I just read that somewhere, man. They said that the wage is gonna go up because you know we finna see a decrease in truck drivers because of all this stuff
That's
happening.
right. That's right. That's right.
I ain't heard
Black
that. I ain't
Black
heard that.
don't want
I ain't
Black
heard
don't want it to happen. Black don't want it to happen.
I ain't heard.
He
Hold
don't
on.
want it. Black don't want it to happen.
Hold on. I'm about to stop in a minute. Hold on.
Damn, black, you don't want that to happen.
He
They
don't
gonna
want it to happen.
wage increase to keep drivers at the company and not to leave for competitive wages. Now that thousands of truckers are being kicked to the curb.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Shit.
We might get them $5 a mile, six, seven,
Man,
eight
listen,
dollars
let me
a
listen
mile.
here. Listen here. You remember when they said get it while they getting it good? You better get it. Don't listen. Y'all don't call feed the children.
Don't call feed the children.
Don't call feed the children. I've been trying to get them up on the money train. Don't call me. I'm gonna be busy getting to it.
Man,
Get
listen,
what?
man.
When them lows go up like that, the home might not see me. Home might not see me.
When them
They
rates
gon' they
go up,
they they gonna think I got a money tree.
when them rates go up, I know home ain't seeing me.
See, a lot of these people worrying about home. They worried about this, worried about that. I'm worried about that money young. That's what I'm worried about. That's why they
Hey,
checks will
hold on.
never
Hold
look
on. I'm
like my
trying to.
checks.
Nah, I know. Hold on. I'm finna pause. I'm finna pause. I can talk this talk with y'all, boy. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm with it, dog. Don't think I'm. I mean, I know I just be trying to be a little objective, but nah, I'm with it. I want to do all that shit. I want to do it. I want to do all that shit.
Man, them checks gonna
I
turn into what you talk about 2,000 to 5,000.
What?
Yeah, cause shit. I
Man,
mean,
listen,
shit,
let me
shit.
let, 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 let me get
It's
a
been kind of decent
15.
right now.
Let me get a 15 grand week every week. Lord
Oh
have
Lord,
mercy.
yeah, I
Lord
need
have
one of them.
mercy.
I just
Lord
need
have
one.
mercy. Let
Just
me
give
get
me
a
one.
15 grand week
I'm gone.
every week. Lord have mercy.
Man, shit gonna get dangerous.
He gonna get
Yeah, it's gonna
dangerous,
get
bro.
dangerous, boy.
He gonna
Cause
get
I ain't gonna lie,
dangerous.
like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta see, man. They talking all this talk, man. We gotta. I told y'all, we gotta have them results. I don't be just, don't game me. Don't sell me no dream. That shit got to be happening. I don't give a damn about what the fuck motherfucker they talking about. This talking about like they gotta do that shit. 'Cause that shit be sounding good, man. But then it don't trickle down. Now now. Remember we had all them hot loads, them hot tariff loads was going on. But I ain't gonna lie now. They don't. I mean, it's still some out there, but it's getting a little. I don't know now. Getting a little different. Gerald. I don't know what's happening now. What's up with
Man,
the
boy,
boy?
it finna go crazy, man. Quit playing, man. You heard what Dreams just said.
I
It
know, but
finna
I'm
go
saying,
crazy.
got a
It's
little
finna go
different now.
crazy.
Look, you talking
It's
about it
finna
finna
go
go
crazy.
crazy. We gotta see, man. Cause it done got a little,
Alright.
cause I'm like, man, hold on. They was just paying goddamn 1,700 and shit like that. Now that bit back down to 15, 16, 1630. What going on, big
Man,
dog?
what? Okay, so what is the amount that you could say if I net this, boy, we gotta. If I net this consistently, boy, it's up.
Nah, I'm just saying, listen, I got to have them them $1,700 loads. What I was getting, them $1,800 loads I was getting, that wasn't even 500 miles, like 460, shit like that. That was love, bro. Now I'm taking the same loads, but well, not the same exact loads, but now the loads that's paying that, now they going down to Fort Myers. When the ones that was going to Fort Myers earlier was at 2 bands. They was at two 2,000 a little bit of change. The ones that was 500 some miles. That's how I was eating like that. You know what I'm saying? I still got a decent check coming Friday. You know what I mean? But it was more. It used to be more than 2 bands. It'll be 2 bands, and you know what I mean. That changed, not just the 2 bands and like 130 or something like that. Which that's still good. That's still good for what I do. It's still cool, but you know what I mean, because it's consistent. You know what I mean. At the end of the day, the consistency gonna help me out. You know what I mean. I just have to take the stairs but when that shit was goddamn 18, 1900. You know what I'm saying? Not I ain't even see no 15s. Not on 15s coming back. Like he was going over the lows Monday. Well, I was hearing a lot of 13s and 14s and coming from Preston, where I'm finna pick up from now, coming out of Preston. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? Like, I'm like, damn, what's going on? Well, 14, 15, like, what y'all, like, what? What's up with the, what a whoop de wop? We were just getting 25. We were just doing 25s. Going to Fort Myers, going to Fort Pierce. What's up? I was getting over too. I'm talking about getting over, bro. Not even having to all that coming in Saturday. Nah, home on Friday. Two and some change, good, easy.
So they ain't
I'm on,
picked them lows ain't picked back up yet, black.
man. They I don't know. It's getting a little different. I don't know. Like it's. I gotta see. I don't wanna. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tread light. Jail up here. I don't wanna. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. You feel me? That's my dog. I be trying to like, you feel that? That's my dog. I don't want to go against my dog. That's my dog. I don't want to go against him. He talking about Trump. We gonna ride, but man, I don't know, bro. I'm like, damn, what happened to the bag?
Man, I don't
Where the
know what
bags
Black
went?
talking about. I don't know what Black talking about. I ain't gonna cap with you. Black
Hey,
There you
Black
go.
Jet Black Jet told me he was in the shop a whole day
yeah,
getting
I
the
was
pins.
Monday. Monday I
You know what I'm
was.
saying? So we already talk about how if you miss that one day, You might be in a limbo, especially how Black run.
Nah,
You gonna
I'ma
be in a
still snap.
limbo anyway.
No, I'ma
Oh, he's
still
still
snap.
gonna snap. He
I'ma
said.
still snap.
See how he
I'ma
play?
still gonna snap.
See how he
But
play?
I'm saying I'm gonna have to do a little bit more work.
Well, you
You
missed the
know.
day, Black.
But
What
let me
you
tell you something.
thought?
No, that's cool. That's cool. Look, but let me tell you something. This is what I'm saying. Cause I'm like, damn, bruh making them $3,000 checks now. I'm like, damn, now I done got light. And remember when I was rolling, listen, you laughing because listen, when I was rolling, you was going through your stuff. And I was rolling. I was down there hitting three. I'm hitting 25,
Man,
27
hey,
ugly.
hey, if anybody, man, anybody y'all know
What's
got
up?
a Mack truck, man, they got a recall on all the Mack trucks, man. They need to go to the dealership, man. They replacing the whole DPF, man.
Oh, all right,
What?
all right, all right, all
What
right,
they got
all right.
going on with that?
They got
What
a
happened with that,
recall.
bro?
Y'all,
Oh,
anybody listening on the live, you got a Mac, you better go to the dealership. It's only a certain amount of time, too. They just replaced my pop's whole DEF system.
Oh, all
man,
right, yeah, shout out to
wow,
Pops too.
wow.
Man,
Yeah,
y'all
that's
playing. Y'all better,
crazy,
yeah,
though.
put that out. Yeah, put that out. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Y'all better
Now
get
that's
that,
that
man.
mad love right there
Yeah, that
for
love.
Dream
Y'all
to
do
put
that.
that out on
Y'all, and
me.
see, that's what we be doing over here, man. Like,
Yeah, that's mad love.
Come on, man. We steady be giving out. We be giving out game for free. Like this, what we be
Yeah,
doing over here,
mad
man.
love. That's mad love. I ain't gonna cap.
We don't be over here
Man,
tripping. We don't be over here arguing. We don't be over here. We be clowning. We be getting into some.
Yeah.
And we
man,
be talking about some
I don't
real,
know how
real stuff
long,
too.
I don't know how long you gonna last. And he didn't even, they ain't telling you. Like he went to the
But
shop.
what you mean long is gonna last? Cause at the end of the day, a recall, you feel me? Like, nah,
Nah,
y'all gotta change that out, period.
no, Blake, it don't go like that. Not with these trucks. They only giving a certain amount of time. Like you know how if you got a
Oh
car,
wow,
you know
Yeah,
nah.
how when
cause
you
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
Oh
hit me
nah.
yeah.
out, hit me out. You know when you got a car, and they'll send the recall through the mail. On semis, they ain't obligated to do that.
Oh nah.
Nah, for real. That's how they
See,
getting
and see,
over.
this is what
And
I
it's a
be saying,
deadline.
like that, like, but see, those are things like us as truckers when we talking about what we need to happen and all. These are things that we need to be like we got to tighten up, man. Cause that don't even like to me it don't make no sense. I don't understand that the people with the truck. I don't know their business. I drive the truck. I don't sell the truck. But what I'm saying is that it don't matter. It don't matter if I just drive the truck. At the end of the day, y'all tripping, boy. What y'all talking about? Cause I'm a DEL system. I'm paying. This is 10,000. This is 3,800 to $15,000 situations here.
bro,
Y'all supposed to clear that out.
you gotta think what they just cost me. They just the one box was 16,000. You
Come
gotta
on,
think
man.
I end up paying them like 13,000 in other repairs.
Man, and
That that that
when I say they replace, man, I wish I can get my pop. They replacing one boxes and all.
Bro, you gotta let yo. I'm gonna put it on the little Facebook group, man. These niggas from Miami, man. Hopefully they. I don't know if they,
Man,
they can put it out.
this ain't no cap, man. My pop just got out the shop today, man. He went in there
How Pops found out about it though if they ain't calling?
cause cause he went in there for a fuel line, and the mechanic was like, man, they got a recall on your DEF
on the
system,
one box.
man.
Yeah.
He was like, man, we can get it all taken care of. It ain't gonna cost you nothing, no labor, no nothing, no nothing. Shit, my pops, he could have left. He went to the shop Monday. But when they told him that, shit, he was like, we gonna need 2 days. Shit, he sat in the hotel room.
Hell yeah. Why
Wow.
why 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 leave? Why leave? When they
I'm
finna
down. So
clear that
Pop.
business.
But see, Pop, man, what Pops think about the death system? Cause why he ain't delete his out?
Shit, he ain't no problem.
He got a brand new truck. Hell,
What he
Yeah, he
been
just
doing though, man? Like what he? Oh, he
he
got a brand new truck.
yeah,
yeah.
he got a brand new truck.
Oh Lord, yeah. Pops say, boy, look, I ain't got no time to try to figure nothing out. Dream keep talking about go get this out the man. Look, I'm finna get a brand new truck.
Yeah, he ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah,
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, I've been good. I'm still doing what you talking about, cuz I'm still doing it. I'm good.
I'm telling y'all, man.
That death,
yeah,
I mean, you could get it. I ain't saying, if people want to do it, they can do what they want. I know y'all truckers can't nobody tell you what to do. I already know. But I got a suggestion up here from Dream Tracer Transportation to buy the death out the box. I've been buying it. Everything been cool. You know, I've been regenning. Like everything's fine. Over here at Blair, they can actually tell if it's something going on with your death system and all that stuff like that. So,
yeah,
everything's
yeah,
smooth. So, like I
yeah,
say, I'm buying the actual box. I know it be, you know, almost $30. I get it, because I wasn't able to. It's been a few times I ain't been able to get it from where I usually get it from because I'm just out here on the road. But I've been buying it. But what I've been doing, you could, if you do like with I got a 2019, I got a 2020 Freightliner. So 2.5 gallons, that's like 300 miles. No, that's uh like 600 miles. So that's like 600 miles for me. So I did my research and found out what my miles a gallon is on my DEF system. So um I'm in a 2020 Freightliner. 2.5 miles is about 600 miles. So maybe a little more, but let's just say roughly 600. So I'm just letting you know. So, and that's what I do. If the two, you only gonna get 2.5 gallons if you buy the box. So that's 600 miles every time you buy the box. So like I said, that's what I'm doing, y'all. I've been good. Everything been smooth. I ain't been having no problems. I've been buying the death out the box, man. So, and once again, 2.5 gallons, about 600 miles. You can plan your week out. Yeah, it's $30 a piece, but you could plan your week out. You might only spend maybe $60, $90. I don't know. I don't know. Depending on how you run. I don't know. But yeah, you can get it together though, man. I'm buying. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying the death out the box, man. And what I do, I pour it in there, and I leave the whole box right there on top of the trash can. If I gotta buy it out of the truck stop, I don't leave it in the truck. Try to find somewhere to I just put it right there. They'll throw it away and get up out of there.
man, this man telling them where to put the box and everything,
Nah, I'm
man.
saying just in case, bro. All drivers not like how y'all live. You got new people out here that be kind of, they might not know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I'm using. My death good. My shit running like a champ, man. This is an awesome truck, bro.
That shit strong.
This truck running so strong, bro. That's why I ain't really, cause I've been hollering at youngin behind the scenes, talking about that little play, and everything,
Yeah,
which I had turned in the credit application already, you know,
yeah,
about doing that. But
yeah.
I don't know, man. This truck, man, my truck, man, she just been running so good, boy. I don't know, man, cause I was
Hey,
thinking about doing what Lou did and just, you know, get my little maintenance, get my little maintenance money and adding it to the arsenal, man, and
yeah,
wiggling out.
yeah,
You
yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah,
right now I ain't feeling that way. I just had to spend the 1,300. I ain't feeling that. It's
yeah,
back down to about 500 5,000 some change now. So I ain't feeling
yeah,
like that way now. But when it
yeah.
listen,
What you
when
go in the shop for, Black?
and I just got I got a PM, and then they had done rope a dope me talking about I need a battery. I
Oh,
done got a sets of battery twice this year. Talk to me, cuz I don't know
Man,
how
you
I keep
shouldn't be.
needing a battery.
Man, you shouldn't be buying no battery like that, man.
nah,
Bro,
you
they done
shouldn't,
got me
I
man.
ain't gonna
twice
count with
loves,
you,
man.
bruh. Then they made you buy all four batteries, didn't it?
Yeah.
See, that's how they get you. I had one battery went bad, bro. I went to that store testing them battery myself. Only one was bad. I put that one battery on there. I was good to go.
Hey, where you went at the test them?
I went to the parts store, to a local parts store.
And you just used a regular machine they had to test the
A
battery?
regular machine they had to test the battery.
Man, you don't even need that, man. All you gotta do is just get you one of them testers and test it yourself. Long that
Yeah,
motherfucker
I'm gonna have to
saying,
get one. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to. Hey T, that's what I was saying. I gotta get one.
Now,
That's
now,
that's
now
that's
you
my
gonna have to
fault.
test it. Listen, you gonna have to disconnect it now and test it individually.
yeah, yeah,
Cause
yeah.
all you got
What you
four
mean
batteries.
disconnect? You ain't gotta
I'm
disconnect it to
saying
test that.
you can't have all the batteries connected because you ain't gonna be able to tell which one is bad.
Oh,
But
oh,
but
that's
but I didn't.
oh that's
When you take
okay.
it to the shop, they gonna automatic tell you they can't change that one. They say they gonna have to change all of them. They did me like that. I said, man, I ain't finna buy all them damn batteries. I don't need all of that.
Now, Gerald, check this out though. I remember one of them, unless he just flew me out. I remember it was a mechanic that was telling me why I forgot, but he was telling me why you can't do that, why you do have to change them all out.
They always gonna try to tell a motherfucker why it is and why that. I ain't
Yeah,
had no problem. Shit.
but bro, they don't went up, man. The labor wasn't all that, but the parts was almost $1,000.
Motherfucking
So they had done went up. The labor was like two
Man,
sixty
that
nine,
shit.
but the parts was like nine something. So they got me
yeah,
for the batteries and
Man,
but
they swear truck
what
drivers just got it all, boy. They want to rape
man, they
us, boy.
man, listen.
bro,
And listen,
they listen, man.
I don't fuck with them. I mean, I ain't trying to cuss, but I don't fool with them folks up in their shop like that, bro. When it come down to them, cause they gonna try to get you to spend that money, bro. They gonna try to get you to spend that money. They gonna tell you need it and you need it, and you don't need that stuff,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what
Nah,
I'm
it's true,
saying?
bro. It's true, bro. And I be trying to like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I be trying to look at people and see them. Okay, this is what they do. You know what I mean? It's professional. Let's bang it out. But when
Yeah,
they
that's how
start
they
doing
try to
stuff like
please
that,
you.
that's why I like to go to the freight line of dealership sometimes instead of just going to Love's, because Love's is hunting money. So Love's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's their little thing. They gonna get a
And once they
battery up
sell
out
you,
you.
them batteries, they don't want. They done got a commission
Yeah,
off them batteries.
they don't got a whole band about you. They ain't just get five, 600
Uh,
about you. Now you don't
They
got the
done
whole
got
nah.
their
band about them.
commission.
Yeah, they got to get that thou wow.
Yeah, they gonna get the thigh wow plus the extra 300, and which is cool, But yeah, the truck running strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes cause I be business minded,
So you
so
went in there for the PM, and they hit you for the 4 batteries.
yeah, they hit me for the four
See, that's
batteries. They
that. See,
got it.
that's that bullshit. That's that
But let me
bullshit
ask
right
you a
there.
question. I got this off switch, right? You know how the truck you got the on and off, because I never had these trucks like this with the on and off strips, on and off switch. I used to have to actually disconnect the battery. Let's say if I was gonna leave for a week or something. Now, when let's say if I'm doing my 34, should I just cut that switch off? Cause it's cause I'm thinking maybe is that, instead of me leaving the truck all the way on, should I just cut it all the way off when I do my 34 out the truck, not in the truck, but out the truck?
Man, look. So it really ain't never phased me. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't never phased me because I mean, if I do a 34, I can leave it on. I mean, I
Right,
got my
bro. I be
refrigerator.
leaving it on, bro.
I got my refrigerator in here. It stay my refrigerator never gets cut off. I got
Oh, your
food
refrigerator.
in the
See, I ain't
refrigerator.
gonna lie. Now
Yeah.
look, my refrigerator be cutting off.
No, I don't never. My refrigerator don't never cut off.
No, not the refrigerator cut off, but the whole truck cut off.
It's just because your whole truck cut off. If you got what it is, a power drive in there. If you got an inverter in there,
Nah, I ain't got
which
that. I
which
ain't got no. I'm running.
okay,
I'm
well
raw. I'm
that's
running raw.
why
I ain't
that's
got no.
why
I got. I'm running. I'm running.
that's why.
I'm running like a caveman here.
Okay, that's why it is. That's why I say
Nah, I ain't got that.
I got a inverter in here and
I
just cause
think I'm
even if
about to
I
get
hit
an
my
inverter,
switch,
man. I'm
even if I
about to
hit
get an
my
inverter,
switch,
man.
even if I hit my switch and cut my truck off, My inverter still gonna be on unless I cut my inverter off.
Hold on, how though? If you hit, what you mean? Where the power coming from?
It coming from the battery. The inverter it's running
Oh,
directly to the battery.
see, I ain't. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to think when the last time. The last time I ever had an inverter like that, it's been so. That's like when I first started, bro. So I don't have the familiar. I'm not familiar
Yeah.
with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really been using it. You know, I just try to be like I be in this truck like I'm in a warehouse, man. Like I work at a
Yeah,
warehouse
you in
job. I
there
don't
your
want nothing
warehouse
extra
for
in this bitch.
real. You ain't
Cause
got
if
nothing
I
up
got
in
too
there.
much, let's say if I had a game, if I had that PlayStation in here, bro, you know I'll never get sleep, bro.
Man, listen, I got mine up in here and I'm going to sleep. Listen,
Bro,
if I done ran that truck all day, I'm not cutting no game on, bro. I'm telling you right now.
this what I'm
I'm not cutting no
saying,
TV
bro.
on.
That's what I'm saying. I
Bro,
can't have that
if
TV. This
listen,
me.
if I
I
get
can't, bro. If
home,
I got that shit on, I'm be
listen,
watching movies.
if I get home, bro, and I'm tired, I'm not cutting no game on. I'm going to sleep.
I
I'm
can't
going to
make this
sleep.
shit too comfortable, dog. I can't have this shit too
Bro,
comfortable, dog.
listen, that
Even my
game is for a
bed, bro. I gotta
34.
leave my bed. Like my bed.
Listen. That game is for a 34. That refrigerator and microwave and air fryer and crock pot and all that, that's the same money.
Yeah,
That's the
that save
same
money,
money.
right?
But that game and that TV for a 34, if you just sitting somewhere, they got you sitting for 4, 5 hours, which we hardly do. But if you ever in that situation, you got your TV, you got your let's just say something happened somewhere. You can't pick your load up. You know, they gonna give you layover pay or detention pay, whatever. That means you can't get it to the mile. Hey, you got your TV, you got your game, get your load the next day. You
Right.
got some entertainment or something. You know, like it ain't just in there just to use it every night. It's in there to use it when it's called for.
Yeah. I ain't never. Nah, you right. It just be, I just, man, look.
Listen. If we somewhere and me and you at the same truck stop and we on a 34, man, we can watch movies in this truck. We can play the game.
Right.
We can
Play the
cook
game,
food up in
something
here.
like that. Yeah, bro.
It's set up like a
Well,
whole
but nigga,
apartment.
nigga just be dolo. Nah, something like that. Yeah, but I'm in a bit dolo.
But I'm talking about I'm dolo too. I'm dolo too, but see, I'm finna have my stuff set up for all of that. You know what I'm saying? You never know the situation.
Right,
They come at feed the children with a $10,000 load. Feed the children gonna get on that horn and say, hey, I'm finna jump on that load. I ain't coming on. I got a fire load. I can't miss this. Turn this
right,
here
right,
down.
right,
It's
right,
over with.
right,
I'm finna go run that money.
right,
I ain't coming.
right,
Straight up.
right. Nah, that's a fact. That's a snapper
I'm
fact.
gone. I ain't
That's a
even coming.
snapper fact, boy.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah, we chopped it though, boy. We chopped it, man.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We gonna hit them back, man, with that with them self-driving truck next Wednesday and this Friday we'll get on whatever, man.
Yeah, we could get
We'll
on.
get
Yeah,
on
we gonna
whatever.
get on that. Damn, I'm trying to think, man. What else going on, man?
What you were trying to get on that did this stuff?
Man, look, nah, I'm diddy that, man. I'm diddy that, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Like you
They
say,
it's too much.
it's
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 too much.
very
It's
graphic.
too much. It is,
Yeah,
man.
it is. It's very graphic. You know, the stuff I'm
It's
sending,
too
that's
much.
personal stuff. We got our little chat.
Yeah,
But it's very
yeah,
graphic, man.
yeah,
And like
yeah. It ain't. I don't
that's
even. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
yeah, it's
I ain't
whatever
gonna
that
lie.
brother got on.
Yeah,
Whatever they got going on, they'll figure it out. And
yeah. It's too much. That's too
it's
much.
that's cool, man. It's
Yeah,
just like you say, right? That is too much, man. And hopefully they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? They'll figure it out,
yeah,
man. I don't even know.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know,
Like I say,
Yeah,
man, I'm with the current administration. You know what I'm saying? I know I be talking my talk, but I just try to give, just I'm not trying to give pushback, but just giving different perspectives. When y'all hear me be talking about the Trump stuff with Gerald and stuff like that, with Feed the Children, you know what I'm saying? It ain't.
yeah,
I represent the people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about the people, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm a
yeah,
blue collar worker like y'all. I'm out here in the field with y'all. So I feel like that's something that we got to be kind of really looking at first. We got to look at that first and then make moves. Just in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? In my world, in my little dream, how I see
yeah,
it, I feel like, that's just how we got to look at stuff. But I get it. It's people listening right now that ain't going to, that's gonna have, that's gonna feel otherwise, and they supposed to. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They got their opinion, but man, we gotta work together, man. As people, man, we gotta work together as Americans, man. Stop tripping, man.
yeah.
You feel me?
Right,
Well, what you about to
right,
do, boy? I'm about to lay it
man.
down,
Yeah, man. I'm finna do the same thing, bro.
man. We gonna tap back in, man. I'm gonna call you in the morning, bro.
All right, then, bro.
What time
Hold
you
it
gonna be up?
down, man. Man, probably early, man. Probably early.
Well, when you shut down, cause I just shut down now.
Yeah, I just sit down too. So probably about 7.
By
Probably about
7, yeah,
7.
I'll be up
Yeah,
by 7 too. Then, all right, we gonna chop
yeah.
it in the morning, bro.
All right, take it easy, bro. Be
Take it
good.
easy,
Be
bro.
good. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We had another successful live. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be looking for these live, man. Tap in, man. Every Wednesday, man. We coming with a topic, man. We talking about them self-driving trucks, man. Next Wednesday, so y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Peace, gang.